Yep.
You good?
Says we're running.
Alright, Ka'Halal,
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushai, Ba'Shem,
Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All the street brothers out there in the highways and the byways teaching this word in all sincerity and the truth. And today, before we go back to the basics, man, going into salvation, define it, what does it mean, who does it pertain to? The salvation in the scriptures, the salvation which is in Yahushai, is only for the Israelites, beginning with the elect of Israel. It's not for everyone and anyone and their dog. It's right only for the seed of Israel, the descendants of Israel only, and we'll prove it in the scriptures, man.
It's Isaiah 14 verse 1. For the Lord Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel. Right? Because he chose it from the beginning. And despite, Christians want to believe that we've been done away with because we've been bad children. Yeah, we have been. We're not going to deny that. But the Lord has not done away with his people. Right? He goes on to say, and set them in their own land, okay, which is the land of Israel. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob, right? Because our people are scattered all over the world. And we have to be brought back together, man. Because we don't even look at each other like we're all family. That we're all part of something bigger. Because we've been divided by Esau and these other nations. Right? And so people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh, the servants and handmaids, and they shall take them captives, whose captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
So the salvation is something where if you listen to these goofy Christians, you ask Christian, what does salvation mean? They, the general consensus will go back to dying and going to heaven. When you listen to these Christians, they like to talk about hell a lot. Oh, if you don't repent, you're going to hell.
But the scriptures say all go to one place.
Yeah.
There's only one place the spirit man goes.
Right.
Right?
So it says you're gonna die and go to be punished in hell, or the salvation is you're gonna go to heaven. But when you read in the scriptures, the Lord isn't really dealing with something that happens to you after you die in some spiritual realm. All the judgments, the promises, anything in the scriptures regarding reward or punishment is something that happens on earth. So even when the brother just read the book of Isaiah, it spoke about having mercy on Israel. He didn't say, I'm going to have mercy on Israel, so they ain't going to go to hell. Or I'm going to have mercy on Israel, so now they're going to be floating around as a mist in heaven. No. It said they're going to go back into their own land. It mentions land. It mentions rulership. Rulership and land. So these are things that exist where? On earth. So the kingdom of heaven is on earth. The salvation is something that's going to manifest itself as blessings for the children of Israel on earth. And there's many scriptures to back that up.
Precept, right?
Yeah, go on.
This is Matthew 6 and 9, the prayer of the Lord. It says, after this manner, therefore pray ye, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven.
Right, so the kingdom of heaven is the righteous order the Lord set up on earth. And it's going to be ruled over by his sons.
I'm just talking about judgment is here. It says Ecclesiastes 3 and 16. It says, and moreover I saw under the sun the place of judgment that wickedness was there, and the place of righteousness that iniquity was there.
That's right. So when you read the scriptures, right, you got to understand judgment. So for instance, if a man committed murder in the scriptures, what was the judgment? In the law. The judgment wasn't you were going to burn in hell for all eternity. It never mentioned that. The judgment was that he was going to be put to death.
That's right.
Every time the law is going to punish anyone in the scriptures, it's something that happened to them physically here on earth. Whether it be you're going into slavery. Where are you going into slavery? You go into slavery here on earth. In the flesh. When the Lord prophesied against nations, everything he prophesied against them is something that was going to happen on earth. And vice versa, if you read the scriptures, every blessing the Lord gave a man was something to do with manifesting itself in the earth. Whether it be he was going to bless man with women, rulership, riches, wealth. These are all physical things in a physical place, like land, in inheritance. What did he do? He gave Abraham an inheritance where? In heaven? No, on earth.
Precept.
So earth is the main stage for the manifestation of the word of the Heavenly Father.
That's right.
It's a quick one. And the Lord said He made this world to be inhabited. This is the place where it all is all happening. You know? Yep.
That's right. Exodus 21 and 23. When you read up above a verse, it speaks about, the two men striving, a pregnant woman, she give birth prematurely. It says, verse 23, but if there is a further injury, the punishment must match the injury. A life for a life, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, a hand for a hand, and a foot for a foot.
Yep.
A burn for a burn, a wound for a wound, a bruise for a bruise.
And what that shows you there is the Most High believes in balance.
That's right.
Right?
Judgment.
So if the ultimate judgment is a man going to hell, how is that balanced to what man's crimes he commits?
Why do you even need to be
Forever,
punished there? That's overkill.
Yeah.
Why? If you're gonna torment someone for all eternity, then let that man die. Then, like they're gonna go there. Why you gotta bring judge? Why they gotta go into slavery here? Why did Israel have to go through curses on earth?
Exactly.
If the penalty for committing sin was you were gonna die and go to hell and suffer for all eternity. Moses never mentioned nothing about that.
That's right.
Moses never once threatened the children of Israel with eternal damnation in anywhere named hell. Now I don't know about you brothers here, but that sounds important. That's like that's important. Like you know what I mean? That's you got and the Lord normally repeats himself in the scriptures so that you so that you can get the important information. It's never in there. Never once said Moses. No, he said, these curses shall come upon you if you break my covenant. He didn't say, oh yeah, and by the way, when you break the covenant, you're going to burn forever. Or you're going to suffer forever in a place of torment after you die. That's not in the scriptures. That's made up. That's been brought in. And then vice versa, the blessings for keeping the law, statute, commandments, which you can read in Deuteronomy 28, is all things that manifest on the earth. Blessed children, blessed farmland, blessed business,
Yep, I got another one.
Yeah.
Hebrews chapter 12, verse 9. Furthermore, we had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live?
Yeah. So no, don't get it twisted. We're spiritual beings, and there is a spiritual world. But we're also spirits that manifest in the flesh. And this is where the word manifests itself in terms of judgment.
Yeah.
Whether it be for good or whether it be for evil, this is where you suffer. Or this is where you're rewarded.
And the prophecy. Prophecy pertains here on earth.
Prophecy always pertains to something happening on earth. Even John the Revelator saw what? The kingdom of heaven coming down where? To earth. This is where it's at. But Christianity tries to confuse people into this ideology of dying and going somewhere is the goal. Dying and going somewhere was never the goal. The prophets never said, yo, the goal is to die and go somewhere. No, the prophets was telling them about something that was going to happen here.
The Most High wants us to live. He wants us to live righteous lives, man. But obviously we have a problem with trying to commit to that. So we are faced with death. We're faced with curses and punishments. But the whole idea is for us to live.
And death happens here.
Well, even if you look at the Maccabees brothers that was tortured, obviously at that moment death was sweet to escape the torture. But they spoke about being, as for thee, thou shalt have no resurrection into life. Because eventually
They're going to come back and
they
everyone's
know
sorry.
that, and even in the story, they even said, for like a moment, we're being tortured. But eventually, the Lord's going to have mercy on us and basically take the curses off us.
Yep.
But then he said, you, King, when you die and you come back,
Bacon grill.
you're fucked.
Precept.
Saul, after his wickedness, with the witch, Endor, that's a sin unto death. What he did, contacting the dead
spirits.
and raising up the spirit. So his judgment, the scripture didn't speak about hell. And in fact, remember when Samuel
Samuel.
spoke to him. He said, "You gonna be here
With me.
with me, the same place."
There you go.
And again, all men go to one place.
Joe.
That's right.
Before we get that, can I just get this real quick? Because I want to just go back to this one. Luke 1:68, it says, "Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he hath visited and redeemed his people," redeeming it to buy back, right? "And hath raised up a horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, as he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets." Which means, when you break down everything that happens in the New Testament, it has to be in line with what was prophesied.
Yeah.
The two cannot be separated, and that's what they try and do. They try and separate what's prophesied with what is written in the new. But the new and the old is one continuous account.
The context is there already.
The context is there, so that's why Paul said, "Look, the way in which they call heresy, so worship I after the ways of my fathers, believing all such things which are written in the law and the prophets." And then he went to the church of Berea and he said these were more noble than they of Thessalonica, because they searched the scriptures daily to see if the things that Paul was teaching was true. Because it has to be in line. So if you can't find nowhere in the prophecy about dying and going to heaven, then guess what? That's not what the New Testament is all about. Because it has to line up. In the old scriptures, it's constantly telling them, "I'm gonna bring you back into the land. I'm gonna bring you back into the land. You're gonna come." Isaiah, Jeremiah, all of them kept speaking about Israel returning back to the land. That's the salvation. Okay, yeah, go on.
Second Ezra chapter 8 and verse 22 about the word of the Lord being constant. "Whose service is conservant in wind and fire, whose word is true and sayings constant."
Their consistency in the narrative. Now, the way the goofy Christians try and get around it, there's various methods. So you got dispensationalism, and so you got one theory that the prophecy can be for one time and then it changes for another time, and that's how they have all this foolishness, man. Then they might have a thing where no, Israel, that it was talking about Israel back then, but now Israel is something different. They always got to try and switch things up because they know that it don't line up. They invented the church. The word church shouldn't even be in the Bible. The actual word church, the word that's actually there is congregation, which is a word which goes back to the Old Testament about the holy congregation. The congregation is the Israelites, the holy assembly of the saints. But they tried to turn the church into something different than the nation of Israel. That's why when people read in the scriptures, they see church and they think that that's a different entity than what Moses was talking about. No, it's the same people.
I got on Moses.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about all the different prophets prophesied about returning. Right, so it's Deuteronomy 30 from the top. And the thing is, the pericope is restoration promised. It says, "And it shall come to pass when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee."
So it was always set up for Israel to go off and receive the curses. That was part of the Lord's intention and his will, for Israel to fall so that they could be saved. And it was always prophesied.
And that doesn't break the contract. No, Most High doesn't break his contract.
Yeah, and it goes on to say, "Which I've set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, whither the Yahweh thy power hath driven thee."
And that's happening right now. We're coming back to our mindset and we're reading the scriptures, say, "Oh, look, so the reason, man, our brothers went into captivity on them slave ships because they're the Israelites. Or the reason that we borrow but we don't lend. The reason why our family's all messed up, the reason why we're struggling, all these curses, is because we broke the covenant. That's why we're in the situation we're in. Because we're a people that we're weird, man. On one hand, we got all the abilities and the ingredients necessary, but shit just ain't working out. But then at the same time, you got these Amorims failing upwards. You got these low-level Baconites, just joyriding through life. And you're like, how the hell are this weak, low level? And then it's getting worse, because the closer you're getting to the end of their kingdom, the more like the spiritual juice that the Lord gave them is wearing off. And you're like, oh shit, These motherfuckers is stupid.
And even that goes back to in Genesis where Esau did get a blessing, and at some point he'll have power over his brother Jacob, right? And we're living in that time. That's why Esau gets an easy ride because it's his world right now. You know, and Jake struggles.
You're looking at them as like, damn, but these motherfuckers weak though. And it ain't nothing new. They've always been like that. It's just they've got away with it. But now it's like they're not getting away with it, and you're seeing them for who they really are. And you're like, raw, like these men are really set through, you know. These men are really like, as a whole, are a very low IQ, perverse nation of people. How the hell did they do all this? Yeah, because of the Lord. The Lord took a base man and raised him up, and then the Lord put curses on us. How do you think man defeated Gad? Gad is a superior. Listen, this man, the system of white supremacy is a lie. This man is not superior. That's been chipped away at. What's his name? Jack Johnson proved that. They tried to hold on to that. They were, oh, can't have a black man be the world heavyweight champion. Bro, they were trying their best. They said, we can't let it go. Because in the system of white supremacy, that shouldn't be possible. Because they're superior, right? They're more evolved. Survival of the fittest. That man's getting in the ring and just fisting man up. Joe Louis.
Come on.
All the legends of the game, 99% of them are just raw Judites and Benjamites, man, that were just fisting man up. The peak of physical attainment, specimens, bro. There's some super Jakes out there. Look at my man on Prime Time.
Yeah.
Prime Time is an alien, bro. The man was doing track. Bro, man was basically elite level at Bear Sports at the same time, and then just said, fuck it, I'm gonna just do NFL. Elite level. And he's just like, there's Jakes like him that don't even become famous. There's Jakes all on the islands, all up in Ghana, Nigeria, that are just next level athleticism. And my man's just a farmer, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Their story, I could tell, I listen to my uncles, they'll tell me stories from the islands, and you think they're lying, bro. Of just mighty men. Man that man just knew, don't mess with that guy. You gotta send 10 police to try and hold him down, because man might just murk 10 police on his own, bro. You got stories of man that go out to sea and man ain't seen him in a week, but man's just out there, hiding from police, bro. One guy, bro, I said, my uncle was telling me one guy, he ran to the region, man just went out there and they couldn't find him for like a week, but they called him waterlogged after that. Bro, there's some stories. I'm a lion, bro. You listen to them uncles, they'll tell you some stories about some man that are actually mighty men. They're not playing sports, but these men are built different. Nowadays, you see it, man, go on a little live stream to Africa somewhere, and there's some tongue bread just there bending iron somewhere. Like, what the hell? And then now the NFL, they're kind of like, oh shit, they're trying to tap into that now. There's just some random af from Nigeria, blood, turning up with a 20 pack, blood, to the combine. Man ain't never played football before, just running through walls. Bro, there's way more mad Jakes than, you know, but for the longest while, Esau tried to hold that down. But how did he conquer us as a people then? It was the spirit. And now, it's all flipping on its head, because now men are realizing that these men are inferior in almost every way you can think of.
That goes into save that later on. Verse 2, Deuteronomy 30:2 says, and shall return unto Yahweh thy power, and shall obey his voice according to all that I commanded thee this day.
Right, so that proves that the law was always gonna be part of the new covenant. See, the goofy Christians are trying to make it look like, oh, the law is done away with. So how do you know right from wrong then? Oh, well, the law.
Don't murder.
Yeah, exactly, bro. No, there has to be a standard of right and wrong. That's the law. Now, the scripture do say in Hebrews that about the fading away. That's talking about the law of sacrifice for sin. Because we're not going to have to sacrifice for sin. But the same laws that Moses gave us is the same laws that we're going to keep in the kingdom. To the T. Down to the very letter. It's not going to change.
Because the scriptures say the law is perfect.
Law is
It
perfect.
don't need to be changed. It don't need to go away. The people's the problem. The people's the problem. You know?
It says,
In fact, hold on, let me see if I get that. The Lord said I didn't command sacrifice. Let me see if I can find that real quick. find it, we can move on, but
The sacrifices wouldn't be needed if you kept the law perfectly.
I think it's in
So it's
Isaiah.
almost like an add-on, so to speak, for lack of better word, to cover the sins that we did do. And that's why the priest had official business in conducting that. But it wasn't, like I was saying, it wasn't required, it was perfect. We wouldn't need that in the first place.
See if I can find it real quick where the Lord said that he didn't command sacrifice. If I can't find it, I'll find it later and bring it out. But there's basically a scripture where the Lord said that when I brought you out of Israel, Egypt, I didn't say sacrifice. I said obey me. Actually, no.
This one.
Isaiah 6.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, read that one.
Jeremiah chapter 7 verse 22. For I spake not unto your fathers, nor commanded them in the day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt, concerning burnt offerings or sacrifices. But this thing I commanded them, saying, obey my voice, and I will be your power, and ye shall be my people.
Yep.
And walk ye in all the ways that I have commanded you, that it may be well unto you. But they hearkened not, nor inclined their ear, but walked in the counsels and in the imagination of their evil heart, and went backward and not forward.
So that's the Lord really didn't intend for us to be doing a bunch of sacrifices for sin. You're supposed to just obey him and keep the covenant. Now that's going to happen with the new covenant, as it's going to go on to say.
So continuing on, Deuteronomy 30 and 3 says that the Lord Yahweh thy the Lord Yahweh thy power, right, will turn thy captivity and have compassion upon thee.
Right. Part of the salvation is us returning to the Lord and coming out of captivity. Meaning we're no longer going to be under the authority of heathens. Because right now, even in this society, we're under the authority of heathens. We're under the authority of Esau, Edom. This is a fact. Even if you're in Jamaica, you're under the authority of heathens.
It's given into the hand.
Earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Them men can't even go to their own beaches. Because that tells you what you need to know.
That's how they bust cartel. Because Britain, yeah, we're subject unto Esau's authority in this world. We don't have sovereignty to decide our own way, to exert our own laws, to rule. Because it's either you're ruling or you're being ruled over. Yeah, go on then.
Yep. It says, and will return and gather thee from all the nations whither Yahweh thy power hath scattered thee.
So the Israel's going to be gathered. That's something that they don't want to talk about. Vocab Malone and these guys don't want to talk about the gathering of the Israelites. Because then it starts to get spooky. Because then when you go into Matthews and you start hearing about the elect being gathered together from the four corners, it's the same event. It's talking about the same thing.
Same prophecy.
And what are they being gathered for? To have a party in the sky? No. They're going to be in the sky, but they're going to be gathered to be brought back to the land. Because the land is key to the covenant. Because when you go back to the original covenant with Abraham, what was part of that covenant? The land. So the land is of importance to the new covenant too. It's part of the new covenant, having in that holy land in possession. Yeah.
It's Revelation 5 verse 9. And they sung a new song, saying, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to the Most High by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, and has made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth.
Now you read that now, a goofy will say, oh, out of every kindred.
That's where we are.
Yeah, because they are scattered among all the different kindreds. But what's the key? Have made us kings and priests. That's what the Lord intended from the very beginning in Exodus.
That's right.
That you shall be a nation of kings and priests. In fact, hold on. Yeah, get that, and then you can go back to the original covenant where it said, kings shall come from thee. That was talking about the Israelites. It wasn't talking about no one else. The kings that was going to come from Abraham are the Israelites. The princes.
Nation of kings.
Yep.
Exodus 19 and 5. Now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed, and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people.
Above, superior. Real, see, the Israelite supremacy is real, and it's not a lie. That's why it's gonna be beautiful when we're walking around. So like,
No, I was gonna say this, man, because the Israelites are the only true royal family on the earth.
Yes.
That's right.
That's what's crazy about it. All of us, every last one Israelite is a king in the eyes of the Most High.
Prince of the power.
That's right.
royal nation.
So all nations, that's why all nations meant to bow down to their kings.
And it's not through arrogance and emptiness.
Faith.
Because we actually are the ones that should be. You know when someone ain't the man and they got that position, it's just long. You know when you got a dweeb and he got a position, first he's gonna abuse it because he's a dweeb, he's a dork,
3,000 years of
Yeah.
evolution.
right? And he gonna have imposter syndrome. 50,000 years of evolution. And it's just gonna be weirdo because you're not the guy. Like you know when you're playing football and he's shit, but his dad, and it's like, man's a captain, and he's just bare gassed, and he's trying to give you instructions, and he don't know football.
Do it. Or even on a plantation, you only have a nerd manager. Like you don't have a manager that was like usually on the floor, but because he's just up people's bums, he's a manager, and he's trying to do what I say.
And you don't respect that guy.
Like, bro.
That's random.
And one, you don't respect him, and two, he usually needs bailing out.
Yeah, basically.
Because he don't fit the description. But you know what happens? You know when you get a manager or you get a captain or something that fits the bill.
Yeah.
Like he is the best player of the team. He does have the attributes. Bro, you
team
just gotta
prosperous.
respect it. And man just wanna let roll with it.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be Israel. We actually are going to fit the description of what's necessary to be rulers and royalty, because guess what? We're gonna be perfect. And ain't nobody better than perfect. Can you do better than perfect? You can't do better. If I said to you, who should rule the person? I said there's an imperfect person and there's a perfect person. But the perfect person has to get it, right?
Perfect in wisdom,
Yeah.
perfect in righteousness,
Judgment.
perfect in judgment. Bro, there's no talk.
That's it.
why we're
CV,
here.
throw the rest. Dash them. So the difference is that under Esau's rulership, right, he had to lie about his perfection.
Yeah.
Man,
He called himself the white man, but he's not white.
He's not pure.
He's not pure, he's not
He
righteous.
doesn't tend to harm.
Yeah, he lies. White supremacy is a lie, and the lie is getting worse every day. Every day that goes by, he's making himself look worse. You're like, rah, this guy was talking like he's 50,000 years of
man,
evolution.
just lied on his CV, like.
He just lied on his CV.
Yeah, like-
The hangover's clearing. From
It's like, hold on, this guy can't impregnate his woman. He just crying. He's cut. He got dick envy.
How do you feel being a mud shark?
Yeah,
Bro, Esau,
I bet that baby's gonna be a murderer. It's like, yo, like, no, he's probably gonna play for England. Like, you know, he's probably gonna be on 10K in the Arsenal Academy, man, while you're working in Primark. Like, that's why man are having them. They want the footballers, but that's what I'm saying. The world is starting to see like you were lying. Your high IQ, and every time they interview these MAGA people and these reform people, they're some of the most hills of IQs you will ever find. In mid interview, just breaking down because they got no logic, no understanding.
Yeah.
Precept?
White so the white supremacy is the biggest lies that's ever been told because they're not supreme.
Isaiah 25:7, and they will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations.
Yeah, for a while people believed it. They really thought that Esau was the guy, like he's some kind of god. But the more they're exposing themselves in the last days, you're like, this guy's a weirdo. Clavicular and these guys running around, and these guys.
Oh, I'm insecure. You know?
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
They ain't, oh man.
Madness.
They should have never let Jake off the plantation. Jake making them look bad, man.
I got something. This is the divine right of kings,
Yeah,
right? Because I just want
Because it is divine.
right?
And
The
blessed.
kings are divine, but obviously people just take these mantles onto themselves,
Yeah, come on.
you know? But there is a divine right of kings, yeah?
Right. The divine right of kings is an old political and religious idea. It says that a king or a queen gets the right to rule
They
directly.
can toss the queen thing
You're
out.
gonna
And most I never set up no
exactly
queen.
that's that way. Gets the right to rule directly from Yahweh and not from the people.
And that was the charge that was given to the Israelites ultimately. You know?
Divine right of rulership. And the Lord made us with the correct ingredients.
You know what ties into that is remember the scripture that says, like in Hebrews 6, it says that the world was made
For our
our
sakes,
sakes.
yeah.
So by default, we're the rulers of it. If it's made, if it's made for our sakes, then we get dibs in it.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So everything else is
It was just like Noah, Adam was given charge over the garden, right, to manage it.
And when
Right,
you
it's that
rule
righteous
over
thing.
something, you make it more like you. You've been ruling over the earth, and the earth is more
Your vibration.
more perverted, more corny. Right, everything is destroyed, the social destruction of the people, and you're constantly pointing the finger, and it's like you're Mr. OnlyFans, you're Mr. Porn industry. Almost everything that's wicked, all the freaky, beaky, out of hand stuff, you Edomites are the ones that's pushing that vibration in the earth, man.
bestiality.
Bestiality, the westernization, Americanization.
Intoxication.
Even the Jakes that's doing wickedness, they're under your tutelage. You're the one, they're under your vibration. You're paying them, freaking them out, and pushing them out there to push madness in the earth.
Bro, you remember that a couple of years ago? Was it in Germany or Poland where they discovered a brothel for fucking dogs?
Crazy.
They had dogs in tights and high heels.
I think it's Germany. I think
Was it Germany?
It's Germany. Because I saw Malcolm upload something on.
Oh, you see that?
Yeah, they got brothels.
Bro, they had a brothel,
Bestiality.
bro, of dogs in heels and fucking tights, bro.
Perverse.
And lipstick.
When it comes to technology and the internet, adult entertainment has been a big driver for a lot of the advancements in the internet. So you're thinking about like streaming, bandwidth, and all of that sort of stuff. But a lot of it was because of adult entertainment, the optimizations around it.
Meanwhile, they're not procreating.
Isn't it?
Precept.
Birth rates, fruit.
Yeah, done. Especially in the internet.
Yeah. 2,000 years old.
0.99.
Done.
Yeah, but go barking.
Come like children of men. For children of men, they showed you in Children of Men that the birth rate plummeted. You know, they showed you in Utopia, the UK spin-off, that pretty much when they pushed out them vials and people got pumped in their veins, they're basically, it was to kill off, it was sterilization.
And again, it ain't no coincidence. You had Mr. William Gates at the TED talking about we need to bring down the populations.
He said it.
Yeah, that
And everyone was
film
laughing.
Everyone was laughing.
And the only one he can work on is people, right? Well, there's no coincidence, bro. They're working on many angles to make sure that happens.
Yeah, many.
And they're gonna throw the rest of them in the war, blood.
And that same video,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
remember that same video, he actually said through vaccinations, immunizations, like
multiplication.
Oh, hold on. Remember, these are the same man turning around and telling you you're going to have abundance. So why do we need to have less children if you're saying that you're creating all this abundance? These guys, man, that's why I've listened, bro. The bacon grill.
They're trying to tell you there's not enough land for everybody and all these. That's all lies, man.
Welcome, man. There's a sign going to say bacon grill. The Edomites are going to suffer in the kingdom. You're going to be grilling, I'm telling you.
The Lord Jehovah said, "Be fruitful and multiply."
That's right.
That's right.
Well, if the world is being ran properly,
Fine.
that's what would happen. If you got everything running the right way, then that life will just proliferate and grow.
Instead, he's sort of wasting, stupid endeavors, man. Man sending rockets to the moon and shit, but why do you work on things that you need
Making
to work on?
fake
innit?
vaginas.
Yeah. Waste the time, bro.
No, because the other day,
Make these man farmers or
The other day-
something. So work.
we went to the comedy show.
Yeah. Dave.
My guy Dave Chappelle. I think one of his jokes was about how dudes buy them things, innit? And it's like, bro, this is crazy, bro. Like, they actually have an industry where they get a real woman, make her sit in a mold, and cut the bottom half of her body from her belly to her knee, and that whole section, the box and the bum. It's a plastic and it's someone. Bro, people go to fucking centers, adult entertainment shops, and buy a box of a private, of just a fake ass, and people have sex.
Bro,
with it.
they invested the money in turning a penis into a vagina. That's why.
And they, man, when you go into the biology of that shit, what they've done, it's scary, bro. It's scary because it's like, as a man, when you, whatever, they use that same thing to make it look like it's getting, and it's like, why do you have to do all of that biology?
There's no need for it.
There's no need.
Just put it in the fire, man.
Yeah, bro.
Grills, yeah.
Isaiah 32 and verse 5. The vile person shall no more. Sorry, let me read that again. The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the child said to be bountiful.
That's Esau is a vile,
Nigga, man.
vindictive, and now they're just trying to throw shade on everyone else. Here it is. They had the whole Jimmy Savile thing and all that. Yeah, now it's just the only thing they want to talk about is Pakistani grooming gang. But don't get it twisted. Elam be hella freaky. But let's not act like you ain't in the Hall of Fame.
Exactly.
That you ain't been putting up LeBron numbers.
take
Bro.
away
Like, let's not try and act like you're not
Biggest one.
the world heavyweight champion when it comes to all of this perversion that's going on. But that's what Esau likes to do. He likes to point the finger and hide and act like he's the perfect one. You've never been perfect, and you've never been righteous, man. You've always been the violent murderer. You've always been fighting in the streets, getting drunk.
Well, you want to talk about grooming gangs? You are the fucking ultimate one.
Yeah.
You've actually institutionalized pedophilia. Like, there's private fucking islands where there's kids just hopeless. They will never be seen again.
Yeah.
Like they're never coming home.
Cargo ships.
Yeah.
Like, and you want to talk about some dudes in Bradford and that.
Yeah.
Like,
Which the same reports showed that the vast majority of grooming gangs are still white.
yeah.
You know, but it's just it makes it good to just point at see
John Wedger.
yeah, John Wedger, yeah.
He gave the breakdown, like what they do in the care homes. Bro, there was. You
But
remember
they
that
just
one guy?
arrested the other guy, that Neville,
Oh,
the
yeah.
most prolific one.
Yeah.
They just arrested him the other day. One of the most prolific dudes that was sodomizing the youths, man, for something Neville.
Yeah. Bro, even on the story of John Wedger, there was a guy that he in school he told a teacher that reported, and they took him out of school and put him straight into a den of pedophiles.
Wow.
And he tried to escape. He could not escape, bro.
Yeah.
It's evil, bro.
Oh, they're evil. And then they covering up, but now they say, oh, they
Yeah.
covered up the Pakistan. No, they be covering up everything. Jimmy Savile was in a network. He was in a network. He wasn't operating alone. He was part of a network of pedophiles, and everyone, oh, well, you know, we didn't know. Or no one knew, yeah? No one knew. Man's getting access to mortuaries, all sorts, bro.
Care homes.
No, and no one knew. Just so Jerry Sandusky as well. No one knew.
People turned a blind eye.
No.
People paid off.
And now, where's the investigation to uncover the network? No.
Because that was one of the things with Savile. It was sort of like when people were talking about it after the fact. I think one of the testimonies was basically like how he was very proud. Savile was like, "Go on, man, go tell the police."
Yeah.
Well, what's that telling you? He knew that he was protected.
He was protected. The man got a green beret, and he ain't even in the military.
The violence man exalted.
He got a green beret, a military. That's one of the highest honors, man. And he ain't even in there, man.
See, the higher ups in the BBC wouldn't know what was going on.
They knew what was going on.
And BBC is just a criminal organisation, man. And man, I try to charge you for your fucking TV license and for your Netflix and shit now, man. Piss off.
He was friends with and was around the now king.
Charles, yeah, he was an
Yeah,
advisor.
Advisor.
Yeah, he's
So
writing letters to him.
right, letters.
Yeah, him and Andrew are buddies as well.
Yeah. You can't be around certain individuals without thorough
Full
checks.
Can I read this quickly?
Gotta get vetted.
It's Joel chapter 30 verse 1. But now that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set the dogs of my flock. You can't be trusted. Esau can't be trusted around nobody, man.
Perverse.
Yeah.
No, they've always been, and the thing is that what it is that the elites hide their perversion behind etiquette and class. But if you go back to even the idea of the term sadistic, that goes back to what's his name, Marquis de Sade, right? And that's where you get the word sadistic from, Marquis de Sade. Sade, sadistic, and that whole perverted thing goes back to him and the nobles. And then you got the 120 days of Sodom, the 120 days of Sodom, and that exposed that these elite types here, they be doing all kind of rituals and freaky business and all that stuff.
Eyes wide shut. You know, them type movies. It's well known that this is what these men get up to.
They're perverse,
You know?
man.
But it
And
just doesn't go out in the open like that.
Ted Heath, he was a well-known paedophile. UK Prime Minister Gordon Brown. They've been pedos.
Trump, it's all kind of Testament.
Yeah.
Trump.
Well, even remember that Black Mirror episode where the Prime Minister had sex with the pig?
Yeah.
That's based on stories.
bullying-
You know
bullying
what I'm
thing.
saying?
Oh, and then it came out that Cameron was doing.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
In,
The bullying boy
in, I was gonna say in 4K.
Because they're part of these freaky fraternities, like, because they got the UK versions of the Skull and Bones and all these different freaky fraternities, man.
Yep.
These are
Have a quick
perverse
one.
people, and they've always been perverse. They've never been right. They've just been able to have a outward appearance of being right at the top. But at the bottom, they ain't even had the outward appearance. This idea that these Edomites try to push, like they always been these clean cut people,
They've
like,
never been
that's
clean.
bullshit. Like they always been at the pub getting drunk and vomiting and fighting each other, man. That's British culture.
That's where we picked it up.
That's where Jay got it from. Talking about.
Have a good one. This is Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
They're not upright. They're trying to act like they're upright, and they lift it up because they have a station, they have a position, they have a status in the world as rulers. But inside, they're trash. They're really trashy and filthy and disgusting people. They ain't right in the spirit. None of them ain't right.
Well, even these Edomites, they have a stereotype, man. Brothers know from school and that. Actual, real, live fucking Edomites. They don't like being clean, bro. They don't like being clean, bro.
Nah, they're foul.
Bacon.
The real bacon's like, yeah, low to the low, bro.
That's another thing. All of these things are coming out on Esau, man. In fact, he don't like to shower, right? And this, that, and the other. And they just talk about it like it's nothing.
Yeah,
They don't
like,
clean
yeah.
their chicken. They don't clean their chicken. Yeah.
I'm twice a week.
Yeah, and then they try to justify it with science as well. Well,
Yeah.
actually, if you wash
bacteria.
every day, you wash away all the clean bacteria. F off, man.
Yeah, man. Well, even chick, you know how Jake get the lime and lemon and clean
Soak it
off
up and-
the actually, if you just react the bacteria.
The salmonella. And
Oh.
then Jake's like, well, that's why we put it in a tub, and then we wash it in the tub. Like,
It's funny, man. Like I remember one time, when I was working as a kitchen porter, like in a small hat school, innit? So obviously the time came to prepare the chicken before it's cooked, right? So it came straight out of the pack, like with bare blood in it. So I was like, all right, let me rinse it off, you know, do what I'm supposed to do. And then, well, no. I said, why? It said, no, the meat already comes pre-cleaned. I said,
It didn't look clean. It didn't look clean.
Nasty, bro.
it's got
But
that
these are the same
slime
guys.
on it.
But these are the same guys that eat their steaks rare. So they don't understand. They have no understanding.
Preset.
You know.
Yeah, they wash dishes, yeah, but they don't rinse them.
All right.
What? What do you
No,
mean?
you don't know about that.
Well, spray water.
So you know, like you wash dishes in washing up liquid, and you rinse them.
the rinse.
They don't do that. That second part, you see, you don't even know that.
Wow.
The
Well,
second
they just-
part doesn't happen. Have you ever seen an advert? Actually, they don't show them no more. If you go back and watch the old adverts, yeah, for washing dishes, the white woman would just go into the thing,
in the bowl.
in the bowl, wash the dishes, and lift it up and put it to dry. They don't rinse it like
It's
that.
in dirty water, innit? So obviously they just put it out the dirty water and put it on the.
Yeah. Man, you didn't know this. Yeah, that's how they do it.
Nasty.
Two manner of people are in that wound.
Bro, they're frauds, man.
Yeah.
Preset. Oh, you still the one?
I had some people.
You still had Deuteronomy.
Yeah.
This is Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one more soul of meat sold his birthright.
And that's why he's the head of. You want to sell your soul, you go to Esau.
Be professional.
In this world, if you want to sell your soul, you gotta go to Esau. The Edomite in a suit, and he got the link, but he got everything hooked up. Satan's there in the back room. Everything's cool. You're gonna get what you need. All these men are sold out, and who's always there? Esau. These big corporations are always there. You want to be a streamer, you want to sell your soul, be a streamer, Esau's there. There's always an Edomite behind it. Right? You want to go into the music industry, Simon Cowell and all them man are there. And even if you want to talk about the Jakes in the music industry, there's always an Edomite behind them. So people start to talk about Diddy,
Yeah.
but Diddy was working with a Jake, but them man are all got Edomites behind them.
Yeah.
So they get freaked
Clive
Clive
Davis,
Davis.
yeah.
So they get freaked out, and then they turn around and freak out Jakes.
Yeah.
That's how the game works, man.
Did he straight up say that? or
I
something
don't
like
know.
that.
Man.
So, I don't know.
Allegedly, I ain't trying to get sued or nothing.
Oh,
Nah, maybe he did.
yeah,
I don't know.
like, it happened to me, so I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's how the whole music industry, the whole selling of the soul thing didn't come from Jake. That come from Esau, because Esau's the ultimate voodoo artist and obeah man.
But you notice, man, as soon as they get into these certain brackets, it's like we were talking about Jimmy Savile, he felt emboldened doing what he was doing because he knew he was like, there's man around him that's going to protect him. That the higher you get up, man, that's why they just do it, because it's like, I can just do this. It's so easy because that's how it happened to them, right? It can just easily happen. So they man just power trip, obviously, or not power trip, but abuse what position they're in. You know, because they're abused, they're fucked up in the mind. They just want to. The abuse is abuse, man. You know, as the saying goes. So it's like, yeah, man, these men are corrupt,
So
but they
you
all
saw,
under
man,
Esau.
the Disney kids.
Mhm.
You see the Ariana Grande's latest music video?
The blood thing.
Spooky,
Yeah.
spooky, man. The Ozempic demon, man.
Wow.
And that's a Disney kid.
Yeah. That's a serpent demon. People are wasting away. You know how Esau's name is wasted. He's wasted away. These people are now Ozempic.
You tell me that's not demonic, man?
Because Esau promotes the ways of death.
Yeah, she looks like she's got cancer, right? Like,
Yeah?
like
I've not seen her, so
she looks
Zombified.
Yeah,
She
she
got
looks
ribs everywhere.
yeah.
She got extra ribs, man.
Well, she probably has no like internal organs, bro.
Kind of a deal.
She knows, bro. She's like, she has no heart, no ribs, nothing like that.
Tin man. Yeah.
Tin man.
Hold on, man, isn't it?
It's just a black demon in the chest. That's it. People are alive, bro. That
She looking like one of them cows from Pharaoh's vision.
yeah.
Skinny. 7 years of famine.
leanness.
Rotted.
I got a precept.
Good, man.
2 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
The Catholic Church. See, these men nowadays, you see Esau, man, he's a funny character. Because they gonna get on these Muslims, right? Which we're not Muslims, so
Fuck 'em.
we don't really, you know. But man, you just have to accept that these men love to demonize, because it's not about Islam. It's just that anything that they can point of that's foreign, they will just jump on it. So Islam is just a dog whistle for their general racist tendencies. They just, it's Islam, but it's not Islam because you don't like Tyrone, do you? Why are you talking about the carnival then? That's not Islam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you just, just keep it real. But they want to point out the grooming gangs and bro. What's up with the Catholic Church, my man?
Investigate them, innit?
What happened with? I noticed none of them talk about. None of the right wing guys ever mention the Catholic Church. What do they say? Or the champions of Christianity? But they never mention the Catholic Church and the Church of England and all the times that their man been caught fiddling. They never mention it. They act like it. It actually acts. It's like a complete vacuum that ever happened.
It's just a phenomenon that happens around brown people and
Yeah,
Islam. And,
it's just,
no, it
it's
ain't.
not,
The grassroots football thing, man.
yeah,
When
the
that came
grassroots
out,
football
that
thing.
there was a lot
They
of it.
never mention none of it. Like it's like a complete vacuum. It's all foreigners and it's all everyone else. He's transformed into an angel of light. Now you're the defender of women and children. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, that stuff pisses me off because when you read through the scriptures, like what Antiochus and them were doing to Israelite women for just circumcising their children, right? You know, killing, and throughout history, throughout the scriptures, throughout history, Esau's been the one most perverse to women and children.
Bro, Pocahontas.
Yeah.
The story of Pocahontas, bro.
The Disney one. not
That
the
shit
Disney.
was hell. Pocahontas went through hell. Just nasty, baconized, just raping her from one continent to another, man. Just hell. Them dirty, stinking pigs, bro. And they don't even have the decency to tell the story correctly. They turned her into a bedwetch. A love story, bro. That's crazy.
Precept.
That's insane. They just retold the story and sold it to children.
Yeah.
Make you pay for it.
I mean,
It's sickening.
bro, it's mad. Like your life story is pure hell. Man just rebranded it and made billions. And then the real story is just like, but you know what? We love the women, you know? It's crazy. Bro.
This is Proverbs chapter 12, verse 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them.
Right, and Esau don't set up nothing to turn people to righteous. His whole society, right, is about leading or subverting people into the way of evil. His whole society is set up for that. Putting stumbling blocks into the way of people. Esau wants you to be evil, and he knows, brothers bring out all kind of different things, even with the food. Man knows human nature and what strings to pull to seduce people. It's very simple. He knows women. He knows what women desire. He knows what men desire, and he uses it against you to draw you into ways that is self-destructive. The whole popular culture, youth culture, is designed perfectly to catch teenagers because of the way they think and the way their brains operate. They know how to get to them and lead you down a path of darkness, man. And it's all by design. He's a devil.
I have a precept on that.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
Proverbs 4:16. For they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall.
That's what they're all about. They're all about subverting people. They're not about building people up in righteousness. They want to subvert your mind, man, through the media, right? Mainly through the media. All kind of subliminals in there.
Because I was going to mention a lot of these different nations now. I'm starting to be like, wait there, why is it like for instance, a big thing around, like, say, East Asia, man? They were like, wait there, you always emasculated us in film, and now all of our women are dealing with you. That's a big thing among them, man. It's like, yo, you have put that image out there that we weren't manly. But then when you go back a period of time, they were seen as, at least to their own people, as being manly. Right? You go seeing that pattern throughout the world where people are like, wait there, what?
Well, that's something like everything they've done to these other nations makes them look weak, right? And then they got Hollywood, every Tom Cruise or whoever. It's like it puts them in that position where Esau's the ultimate.
Yeah.
And he ain't the fucking ultimate. He's a damn fucking actor for one. Anyway.
They give fucking degenerates money and attention.
Yeah.
Artificially too.
Yeah.
They give them money and attention. Like I was thinking about the other day, like Broner and this guy. I'm like, what the fuck is this, man? But they're earning like 500k allegedly a month, and then guess what? As a young person now, all you're seeing is status. So you copy that because you're like, it's built into a young person's mind to desire status. So whoever in society gets status, they're gonna follow. Now I was watching a flipping interview the other night with Shelly Ann Fraser, and she was saying some good things. I'm like, yo, this is someone that my daughter should, I would never listen. No, your daughter will not. No, your daughter's gonna be listening to Cardi B, and because they're the ones that get pushed out, and they're gonna be given enough money to make it look glamorous.
And the algorithms.
And the algorithm's gonna push them. The OnlyFans girls.
Like, even remember the other day we was talking about the Peps and Colin.
Lala's baby, and Latto coming in there.
Latto, basically, there's a brand for children that this rapper is involved with. Lala's baby, kind of popular, right? And this whole Latto, she's she's one of them city girl bitches, or whatever. They brought her here to to promote a baby's brand. And everyone's like, bro, why the fuck are you having a slut publish a brand for children? But then it's because, they're in that mind.
Yeah, and then all you happen is all the negative and the degenerates, that's what the youth see. And then they see them winning. They see them getting money and prestige, but they don't see the other part, because when you're young, you're dumb. All you see is true. All you see is the status and the attention, and you want that, so you end up copying the wrong people. But in other societies, they make sure that the people that are in status and get most of the attention are supposed to be the upstanding people, so that the youth see that and they want to be that. And then they look down on degenerates. But this society is backward.
Yeah.
It uplifts to degenerates, so that you're trying to tell your youth, don't be like this degenerate. The degenerate's rolling in a Ferrari, right? That's what you can't tell your youth. That's why my man's remember my man, the movie, what's it called? Is it the Bronx Tale or the Bronx? You know when he's like, I told him to go to school.
Yeah.
I tell him to go to. Man say, you don't understand. It's not what you tell him. It's what he sees. It's the money. It's the cars. Yep. That movie, Monarit, that was telling the truth.
Yep.
It's very difficult for you to tell a child, don't do this, don't do that. When the person who's doing what you're telling them not to do looks like they're prospering, you might as well just give up with that. Because all he's gonna see is my man's got a nice car. He's showing him respect. He's showing him respect. This
Scarface.
gal's showing him respect. All the buff girl wants him. Of course he's gonna want to be him.
This works, that don't work.
Yeah.
That's what he sees.
That's all you see.
You know?
Yeah, you're telling me not to follow this dude, but everyone rates him.
And it's all about pride.
Yeah.
But there's other societies where a low life is a low life, and it will stay in a low life place. You gonna tell your daughter not to be a prostitute, but the prostitutes are all the women on TV,
How they be?
caking it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It used to be a time when the prostitute was just in the back streets. It was easy to say don't do what they're doing. Yeah, look, that's a low life. Don't be like them.
It's a sad life. It's a sad life.
Now they're on. Now they're
Come on,
like
car.
getting the prestige.
famous.
Now they're woman of the year
Yeah.
with a Ferrari and a mansion and going on 6 holidays a year.
Talking about I need a man with 6 figures.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Shit.
It's crazy.
And then block teeth.
So they're giving degenerates
Yeah.
money and status and then showcasing it to the youth. And now you have to work hard to tell your youth not to be like them because you know what's in the back end of that. But you know when you're young, you're dumb. You can't see that. All you see is the crystal, you know,
So,
and the Ciroc
I got a screenshot.
and the gas.
Yeah.
Bro, we know where a lot of these men from the ends end up. But when they were on top, it was cool. And when you were young, you look at them like, yeah, like, cause it's cool.
Now they're just a bunch of waste.
So they were the guys then, but they're dusty now.
They're dusty.
Dusty,
But when
bro.
you're young and dumb, it's this. They know it's easy for you
Damn, homie.
to get caught up in that.
Damn, homie, use the
You know?
homie.
Because when you're young, you're looking for a way. You're looking for something to emulate. When you're a grown man, you ain't really looking for that. So you be like, nah, fuck that, I ain't trying to join no gang. But the youth, oh man, you see man's watch, see that chain.
Top boy.
Yep.
I want to get respect like him. I want to get respect like how Sonny gets respect.
Yeah. Like,
Nobody respects you, Dad. You're just a bus driver.
Yeah.
It's the working man. It's the
He's the
working
working man, son. The working man.
Real
Yeah,
talk,
but
but it is.
But he had to learn the hard way. Yeah, but again, it's difficult because this society is designed where they put they purposely give low-level people, pimps and people like that, time of day and prestige, and you put them on the damn camera and what have you got to say about this? When really these people should be shunned, beat. If only time they should be seen in public, they should be getting beaten.
Yeah.
Lashes. That's it.
And that's deterrence.
That's the deterrent.
Yeah.
You gotta, you know.
Because these guys, they need to have shame.
Yeah.
Put on them, but they're not. They
Bro,
glorify
if,
them.
if these OnlyFans girl,
Yeah.
every time there was an interview, was really just getting whipped, yeah? Man, y'all wouldn't want to be no damn OnlyFans.
They cry.
A 20-minute video.
If you really don't want something to be in society, for one, you don't give it attention, and two, the attention you do give it, it's going to be so grotesque that nobody wants to do it.
Well, Esau knows how to demonize things.
Yeah,
He
demonize it.
demonizes his truth enough,
But
right?
instead, if you notice, like, no, the biggest thing for people to do is bring a porn star on their podcast and just have them talking. Like, why do we need to hear this for?
Bunch of
Why do
insults
we
get
need to
mad.
hear from a prostitute, bro?
Priest,
Go back to the shadows where you belong. Like, why you want to? Because it's all on purpose. Because the more you put them on these podcasts, the more they become normal. And now they got prestige. Now they're celebrity. And now you're fucked because the kids look up to celebrities. Yeah. Go on,
Quick
man.
one. This is Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also,
Yep.
that thou mayest look upon their nakedness.
So that's why Esau made sure that if you're like a normal individual, you won't get no limelight. They won't give no normal person Woman of the Year. It will be Megan Thee Stallion.
Not wicked enough.
Yeah. You got Jakes in the UK. Before, it was upstanding people that would speak in the community. Now there ain't. It's rappers. Rappers speak for the community now. Everybody want to know what a rapper
Nipsey Hussle.
or in the podcast, it's all not because there are decent podcasts, but the most of the popular podcasts that get a push is all waste man and ex-roadman. Like, why am I listening to an ex-roadman's opinion on anything? What does he know about life? Where are all the doctors, bro? Where are all the lawyers? They exist. There's an upper class of so-called black British men and women. They don't give them no push, no airtime.
You walk around certain parts of Zone 1, you'll be like, right, I didn't know they make black people like this.
Yeah, they exist.
You
They
know
just
what I'm
don't get the. They don't get the push. They don't get the limelight. It's all the degenerates that get the limelight, and then you wonder why the kids are flocking to it.
It's like Esau's glamorized, idiocracy basically, man. To follow the fools.
Yep.
He's giving everything the fools need, and so the youngsters they want to follow that.
Drama, because drama brings attention.
And the ego, defeat the ego. The selfishness.
Now in China, they'll just ban that algorithm, bro. They'll kick you out the algorithm because they don't want their youth to be like that.
Well, they've got a law in China which basically says, which is, ultimately we know it's a thing of control, but there's a law which says if you ain't qualified in that field, you can't talk about it.
There you go.
So that's the thing. You'll be online and you're hearing, and someone made this point, but you'll have like people that say have never had a relationship, giving relationship advice.
Or gaming.
Okay,
Telling you
yeah.
about the alpha male, like Myron and them guys.
Got a preset? Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place.
Right, people that are wicked and demonic and unrighteous, they're given dignity because they're put in a dignitary's place. They're all up in your face on the TV. They're all up getting sponsorships. You're like, damn, what's going on? Kim Kardashian, how is she on Disney? Man? How is it, bro? It came out that they shot the sex tape 3 times and the mother reviewed which one to release.
Wow.
How is you not being? I was like, raw. How is this not? That's how sick it is, yeah. For your mother to review your sex tape.
That's that.
I said, yeah. I think this is the one to release.
Wow.
Nah, this Disney. How are you on Disney Plus? Disney Plus is supposed to be like. Like, they should have got cancelled like that. It's just no. It came out and it's like, yeah, it don't matter. Some degenerates, and then she raised up a whole generation of women that copy it.
Yeah. This is Leviticus 19:29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom and the land become full of wickedness.
The world's become a place of hoard.
Yeah.
Especially, listen, I never understood it because the UK ain't that bad.
Oh, you remember what we were talking about?
Yeah, we were talking about that. The UK, if you watch a lot of American content, you can start bugging out, bro. That's why sometimes, don't consume content from places you're not from, and forget that I'm not from Miami, so I don't.
Yeah.
Them gal in my bro.
ATL.
In the UK, you ain't gonna meet a woman, generally speaking, that's gonna want you to pay all of her bills. That's an American thing. Like I've even asked brother in America, bro, is this true? Man's like, yeah. Man's like, what? So you just meet a girl and she's expecting you to pay like a bill?
Can you pay me 10 for
Like, bro, I don't know about you brothers, but that's not really what we do over here.
Not at all.
She's paying her own. I mean, if you didn't end up in a long-term
half and
relationship,
half,
you might, I'll get you a
Depending
phone,
on the
but,
situation.
but I'm talking about you meet a woman, and it's like, yo, you start paying her bills like that.
phone bill. Phone bill.
Like I'm one of them people I always pay, but even like if she doesn't even do the fake. Oh, let me get my wallet. You know them ones. You know she ain't gonna pay. But just the
Like,
fake.
man will pay for a meal.
For a meal.
Man will pay for a meal. That's pretty standard throughout the globe.
Yeah.
But to like just meet someone and let me pay your rent. What?
I'm paying a water
Do I
bill.
look like the council, bro? Like,
Man, on Tuesday, I'm paying the gas.
so if I'm watching a podcast and they're talking about that, that's a them problem. I'm not gonna bring that over here. We don't have them kind of issues. Do you know what I'm saying? But guess what? A lot of men are a gal now are watching all this fucking content from America, this city girl stuff, and then it's starting to come over here
Hot girl summer.
because they're watching all this bullshit black culture and trying to incorporate it. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's mad. But this prostitute culture is heavy in America. It's crazy. Like, gal actually got a man for this bill. You can't do that in England.
Yeah.
You ain't getting one, bro. I don't know a lot of niggas that just be playing bitches' bills. Like, do you?
Hey, London, are we down bad in London?
Bro, you gotta put your own work in around here. Like, what's this all about? But guess
joint
what?
venture, innit?
They want to start bringing that culture over here too, and it's a prostitution culture.
Precept. Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Because all over the place that that nasty black culture through Esau is being pushed in through the world, and people are starting to pick it up because they're watching all this bullshit content,
It's the
man.
witchcraft.
Yeah, man.
Witchcraft
Hey, don't
show.
bring that shit over here. I ain't trying to pay nobody's bills like that. I'll pay my daughter's bills. I ain't paying what the fuck is going on. That's crazy. You gotta give a bitch 200. You gotta give a bitch dollars before the date to go get ready for the date, bro. That sounds insane to me.
Go put your clothes on, man.
That sounds mad to
Then
me,
you gotta
but
pay for the date on
then
top.
you gotta pay for the date on top. But hey, that's them man's problem.
Give her.
You keep that shit in Miami or wherever it is you're from.
So
We
it's
don't
like,
want that
when
shit
you
on
rent out, so you got to pay like a month in advance, bro. Yeah.
You gotta pay for it to get a weed done.
You gotta lay all this down on this girl.
You know what I
and
mean?
shit.
What is this? You might as well
Bullshit
just
anyway.
charge me directly for the box. That's what I'm here.
Yeah.
You know,
Because that's what it is. It's
Yeah.
prostitution.
Yeah.
It is prostitution, yeah.
Come
and
to
that,
that.
and that is that's a big.
No, because they're con
Culture.
artists, they won't give it.
Yeah, just say this is the box fee,
It's crazy.
and that's the this fee.
But
Sky
but
Box.
that's what it is. A lot of it is just plain prostitution. Gala getting by slinging box of different men and getting money from them. That's just how the game is. But here, the escorts are escorts.
Yeah.
There, they won't even say they're an escort. That's just a normal guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. We gotta get out of here, man. And they want to spread that through the earth, that vibration.
Nasty.
I got a quick one. This is Deuteronomy 21 and 18. And if a man have a stubborn and rebellious son, which will not obey the voice of his father or the voice of his mother, and that when they have chastened him, will not hearken unto them, then shall his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out to the elders of the city.
Back in the day, man, all of us knew one nigga like that. Parents would beat him after his family. Like, I just see that in Ghana all the time in them schools. Like that.
Bro, didn't come from a good home.
Good home.
Good home, bro.
But he's a naughty child.
Streets is calling.
You know, the scripture calls them the sons of what's the name? Belly out. Which basically was the ancient term for niggas. The sons of belly out. You know what I mean? It wasn't actually like a tribe. Well, in spirit it was. In spirit it was the tribe of niggas.
Rebellion.
You know what I mean? Yeah, he was rebellious, you know. Yeah, for real. Growing up.
And bring him out. He says, then his father and his mother lay hold on him and bring him out unto the elders of the city and unto the gate of his place. And they shall say unto the elders of his city, this our son is stubborn and rebellious. He will not obey our voice. He is a glutton and a
Man ain't
drunkard.
gonna listen to his parents. That's a dangerous. I'll be watching some Listen, bro. If a man don't respect his own parents, then what is he gonna do with you?
You got no limits, bro.
He ain't got no limits. He don't respect no one. And the thing is that these people should not really be walking around normal people because they're repeat offenders.
Yeah.
They're gonna go and
Instigate.
they're gonna just violate
They're a
people.
virus.
Then they put them in jail for 2 years, 3 years. Then they come out and do more violations. They do violations in jail, and then they come out of jail. They come around and they violate, and then they not only that they start influencing other men,
Yeah.
the youngers.
Yeah.
So they come around and
Top
raise
boy.
up a whole bunch of youngers to do the same thing. Yeah, top boy.
Top boy.
Yeah.
So there's a conveyor belt like with these bad breeds.
Just go out the country. Take this rucksack.
Yeah, bro.
And then you know we all know about the grooming aspect of it.
Yes.
How
yes.
they groom
So it's
youths
a
into the
psychological
thing.
thing too.
So a lot of these man, if the law was in effect here, crime and all that would go down because a lot of these repeat offender bad breed youths here would get wiped out. Like they wouldn't even be around.
There's just one nigga, bro. I've known him since I was like 14. Niggas like 35. This nigga's gone jail every year from he was about 16, bro.
Yeah.
And he's just stealing, robbed a Rolex, he did this. The nigga just loves it, bro.
Bro, there's some.
Just take him out.
You read.
Take him out.
I remember I was watching one thing, and the guy literally like flipping. He'd been in jail bare times for rape, all sorts.
Yeah.
And they released him, and then He just raped and killed some flipping woman, bro. Wow. And they found him. He tried saying it weren't him, but he had her phone on.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, my nigga. And then you look at his track record. It's like, yeah, like this guy.
Of course.
Bro, I know a nigga like that too, bro.
The streets.
He needs a chair, you know?
Jail, bare
Yeah,
times.
some man do need to be in jail for life or die, but because
Mental homes is all
yeah,
mental homes.
they release these guys. They just come out and
But,
real.
but we see the problem with this now because obviously the prison cell they're all over capacity, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's costing money
Yeah,
for them
yeah,
to be
yeah.
there, and it's obviously causing a problem in the planet,
Yeah.
right? Some man, obviously there's a thing about whether the guy's guilty or not. That's another situation.
that's fair
But
play.
in the kingdom, they ain't gonna have that problem. We ain't gonna have that problem. We're gonna know if he's guilty or he's not guilty. But if he's guilty, he's getting put to death depending on what the crime is.
A bad
You're not gonna
breed
store
is a
them.
virus.
Yes.
You gotta look at a bad breed youth, like, cause remember, there's certain people that can be pivotal in influencing other people.
Yep.
There's certain people that are pivotal in influencing people in positivity, and there's certain people that can be bad influences. Even in football, it's like that.
Yeah.
Man, they be like, listen, when Dwight York, they had to get rid of him. It's like, listen, Dwight York ain't gonna be here for too long, because he was on a mad thing. Dwight York was just on partying and doing mad. It's like, at some point,
Ronaldinho thing.
you're just gonna make other people behave badly. Like some people are bad influences, and they're good at influencing other people to follow their way, and some people are good.
Yorkie's from Trinidad, isn't it?
Yeah. Yorkie was a bad influence. I'm just using him as an example that as a manager,
You don't want to.
he can't have certain guys that are just gonna, especially if they're the type to not just that you do things. Now you come with me, come, let's do it, bro.
Dino,
With Jordan.
Yeah, Dino
he was a baller, but there's a reason why they got him away from Messi. They said like, let's send him to AC Milan. We want him to, cause
it's true. Some man, they're just gonna influence the team the wrong way, and if they weren't there, a lot of positivity would be happening. And especially when you have around youths, there's usually certain ringleaders, certain guys that's there that people are looking up to, and they're following them. You know what I'm saying? And if you got rid of them, smite the shepherd in the head, the sheep will scatter, man. Then the other man just want to be good youths.
Nothing wrong with being a good youth, man.
Forklift.
A bit more. This is verse 21. And all the men of this city shall stone him with stones, that he die. So shall thou put evil away from among you, and all Israel shall hear and fear.
And fair, man was like, listen, this is not acceptable behavior.
Because evil is infectious, man. You can see it.
Because now, to be a criminal among Jake here, it's cool. And it's protected, man. They're like protected species to the point where, like,
Why you snitching?
all this is why you switching, talking. Now these people are not good for anyone. They're low lives. In fact, the number one danger to one of these low lives, if another low life, that's their best friend. The friend killers, blood. We all know about it. These men are constantly backstabbing each other and killing each other on the road. So how much more say you that's not on the road? You come around and with your brand new Protect, man. They're onto you straight away. So these guys ain't no people that need to be around nowhere, man. We're glad when we hear these men get wiped out by the police, man. The streets are safer. Chris Carver, when he came off the streets, bro, the streets became safer. But that don't mean that we represent Esau, but we have to accept that
Some of
these dudes got to go, man. They're not conducive to being in the park with your children.
But that's why he was brought before the elders of the city. That's right. Because the elders have to set up a judgment and say, listen, stone him off. To wipe out evil from among you.
To prevent a bigger issue. Because like I say, evil wickedness is temptation. Because when you watch people do wickedness, man, it's like a hack in the system. Because they get to things quicker because they're not playing by the same rules everyone else is playing with. And that's why it's enticing, because they just want.
Man,
Right? That's why you know, but if you allow that to increase, people want to do it more and more, and this is why wickedness spreads.
Yes.
You know?
You can't allow them to become cool.
Right? No, true.
And those same guys breed. They have kids.
They have kids.
They have like 10 nigga kids. And like very different
Rat
postcodes.
infestation. They breed
Bro.
Now they're just mopheads.
It's
Purple dreads, bro.
Yeah, all blonde.
mopeds.
Yeah, that's them, innit? What you talking about?
Trying to live
She's
up.
jumping around with a tight tracksuit. That's what they do, man.
You know, they're trying to live up to the status, man.
It's fucking everywhere's a Chief Keef video. Everywhere's Chief Keef back
Yeah,
in
that's
the day.
it. Yeah.
But
Chief Keef clothes.
yeah, you know what? It's there's a guy on Vlad, man. Like I know you probably know him. You know one of them niggas from Vlad, man, the skinny. I forgot his name, but he's like like you know some old gangster being in prison or all that, whatever. Yeah. But he's come out and all 5 of his sons are all in jail now. And he basically said, like when he came out of jail, he tried to tell his sons to chill, like, yo, don't follow my path. But basically, he realized his reputation as a gangster. That's what they've aspired to.
pathway.
And all his sons, all 5 of them, they're all in jail for life.
Let me read this, bro.
Well, the 2 dudes that killed that Fulio guy,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
their dads in jail together as well.
Oh, no
I
way.
didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm sure the 2 dudes, both their dads are brothers.
Okay.
And they're like, I was like, bro, yeah.
And that's why you need to keep cutting wickedness off at the head, man. Before it branch out.
Yeah, man.
Amputated,
Wow. This is
By the root.
Yep.
Yeah, this nigga, man.
Sirach chapter
OG
9.
Percy. You know that? You know this nigga, man. You
Demon
don't
zombie.
hear,
I can see it.
like I always see this guy's fucking interview on Vlad,
Owned by his little.
When your dad's got a gangster reputation,
and all his kids are in jail.
it's seductive. It's seductive, man. It's hard to get away from it, man.
Yep. Sirach chapter 9 and verse 11. Envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end.
Yeah, because in the end, these men all end up dusty or dead or messed up.
Yep.
But you don't. The thing is about when you're a teenager, you've not been alive long enough to understand true consequences. Like when you get to our kind of age, you've seen people you've grown up with be crackheads, or you've seen the consequences of life in real terms. Whereas when you're a teenager, you don't have a concept of consequences. You don't really have a concept of a man having to sit down for 30 years. You've never had man call you crying about that after they've already been in there for 20 years. So to you, it's just like, jail, whatever. You don't really understand anything. And that's why being a teenager is dangerous, man. You need proper guidance, because you're just dumb.
Role models.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Role models.
You think you know, but you really don't know until they really bite you, man.
Yeah.
You know, then you realize that, this was all bullshit.
You
But it's
realize
too
you
late.
got groomed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too late.
The comedian Ali Sadiq, because he went through the system and he I think glorified it to an extent. But he did have one sketch where he was talking about when the people come back from hearing what time they got to do, and then he was like, would know roughly how long they got by some men, it's peak, so they just come in, put the pillow over their head, right, and just cry. Just cry. Because it's like, they just found out they ain't coming out.
Speak for you.
Quick one. This is Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child in a way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it.
See, so you could, and the thing is, listen, I hate to break it to you, because we're in hell, bro. A village is supposed to raise, but your children are not supposed to be so exposed to external influences as how they are today.
Exactly.
And so, like, bro, we talk about it all the time. Mans forget there's bare man come from a good home, mom's a nurse, dad's a mechanic, yeah, and man going university and everything, man's getting A grades, man just love the roads. They just on the roads. That's this bare man that happens with.
Yeah.
Because their mother and their father did not raise them to be the way they are.
Yeah.
There was a guy that got killed in Wood Green.
It's a good youth.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't good.
That would be
Yeah.
a hospital.
Because while you're in your yard telling your youth to be good, most of the time he's out there
mixing with
all this, that, and the other.
But the social media now means they can be in your yard getting influenced by this nonsense.
Bro,
That
that guy,
enemies in the house already.
Yeah.
I was mentioning.
That's not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
The other people in the village are supposed to be like-minded.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're around a lot of the same influence.
Yeah.
But now,
Access to the world.
But it's crazy you say that, because now the social media extends the village.
yeah,
Like now, fucking the spray, young spray niggas on the internet,
Oh,
they become the village now through the phone.
trying to educate.
Well, the internet's opened up the whole world, man.
Yeah,
So you
yeah.
get to see everything, man.
Yeah, and that's all done by the
So it's different. It's even more difficult now to be a parent than ever before, because you have your influence on your child
It's minimal.
is minimal, man. There's so many, bro. That's why they can't believe it. He was a good boy. Man don't know the youth, bro. Because when he's at home,
Yes.
it's yes sir,
Yes.
please, thank you,
We've
yes
seen it.
auntie. You know, you know what I mean, man. Because he knows how to behave.
Yeah.
But when he's on the roads, man, yo, give me that, yo. Man's on madness, bro. That's why he got shanked
Was
up.
that Chris
He was
Carver?
on
Oh, he's a
madness.
good boy.
Yeah, he was in college.
Well,
Meanwhile, man's doing bare drillings, bro. Man's part of the gang.
Yeah, like the neighborhood terror.
Man's got
For real.
points. Debo.
Hey, they got that series out with the 50 Cent produced this new series with a Big Meech.
raising. Oh, big
You know,
things, yeah.
even that one's wicked. But this is actually
Yeah,
based
that
on a
was
true
wicked.
story. This is Big Meech history and that.
Yeah.
And basically, it shows you that his dad was a mechanic.
Yeah.
And
Charles.
his dad, he got kicked out the yard. I don't want you around my. I don't want you around my daughter. I don't want you around the house. It was literally what you're saying. Is exactly what's on televised.
Bro,
Like, but this guy was a
listen,
neighborhood terrorist.
sometimes having a dad around, a good dad, still don't help, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
It don't help. The bad,
Well,
the
well,
streets calling.
Yeah.
Well, like I was saying, that dude from Wolverine that got killed, this guy was in private school. He was actually a smart private school kid, and he used to leave being in private school to come and be a gang member.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah.
What kind of stupidness is that?
Degeneracy.
And after he's died, you know, in terms of that aspect, I can understand his parents.
Yeah.
Now his parents are like, bro, he didn't grow up that way. He was in private school, but because of the social media and the influence, the guy left private school to be a gang member and he died.
And that's why Esau attacks the family structure.
Yeah.
That's why he goes for the women. That's why he gets the man out of the household.
Yeah.
Because hey, to
then
have a
it's even
man, a
easier.
strong man in a household is really a deterrent to that.
Yes.
To your son falling prey to the streets. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
Especially when you're moving in
helps.
the spirit.
Yeah,
it
definitely
does help.
helps.
It's a defense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then Esau, he will attack the family structure,
Yeah.
divide and conquer, feed our women feminism,
Yeah.
get the man out of the household. Now you got men emotional as hell. You stepped on my trainers,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
the next thing you know, there's holes in another man.
Yeah.
And now everyone's dressed in black at a funeral.
Yeah.
And
Why?
then that
Because-
gets shot up.
yeah. And then that gets shot up.
Yeah.
Why? Because he was raised by a single black woman most of the time.
Yeah.
That's how it happens in our
And
community.
these
man.
man on the
Vicious cycle.
streets.
And it's a curse. You know,
raised
that's
by
why
a
we need to
slave.
be saved from this. You know?
That's true.
I've got something, Baba Shah.
Yeah, go on.
This is from the AI, innit? And I got this idea from someone from YouTube. It says, if you was the devil, what would you do? And it says, if a devil existed and wanted to influence the world, the most effective strategy would not rely on obvious terror or overt evil. Instead, the approach would focus on subtle distractions, gradual deception, and making harmful paths look completely normal.
There you go, Dan. So that's what in this society,
that.
a lot of self-destructive behavior is normalized, and it's normalized through celebrities. Like, for instance, the way these celebrities chop and change relationships.
Yeah.
You know, they're constantly being divorced.
Yeah.
This relate like if you look, it's all set up for a reason that way.
spectacle.
So it's normalized
Yeah.
Oh,
to not have no structure whatsoever.
Kim Kardashian's now with Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
She
they
made
just-
her
they
break,
just
with, you know,
keep
with that tape with Ray J.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, what are we supposed to be doing? Glorifying
so,
these women?
So it's normalized,
Come
man.
on, man.
Yeah.
You normalize the alcoholism, the drinking, the violence, everything becomes normalized. And then now people don't even really know they're being self-destructive.
Yeah.
They don't understand that the things they're doing is not conducive to their life, even down to their eating patterns, because it's normalized.
Even sports, like obviously, you know, it's part of British culture and banter to have like firms, you know, they have their gang firms or whatever. But bro, do you remember in Seoul when we went to the baseball game?
Yeah.
Both sets of fans, there was not one fight. Every side of the fans was happy.
negative.
They were sharing drinks, and then even. Do you remember there was a baseball that hit a little girl, and both sets of fans came to. But here, they'd be fighting in the crowds, smashing balls.
Yeah, got pushed down the stairs at West Ham.
It's crazy, man. Green Street.
Like, even they show
Football
you, right,
factory.
a lot of things,
Yeah.
you watch these movies based around college, yeah? As a teenager. What does it tell you college is about?
American Pie.
It tells you college is about going there,
Goofing off.
having fun.
Clueless.
Yeah, you know,
know,
yeah,
yeah,
American
yeah,
Pie
American
style
Pie,
thing.
yeah.
So that automatically puts that in your mind, that this is what the behavior is you're supposed to do. But if you actually go to college and behave like that, you destroy yourself.
That's right.
So you shouldn't really be showing people that, and it shouldn't be entertaining. That should be a tragedy, but they don't show it to you as a tragedy. A lot of times they show you things that should be tragedies as a comedy, and comedy is a
that's
good
the
way of desensitizing people to things.
Yeah.
Because it's not funny, but they make it funny on purpose. Okay, it's to normalize it.
Precept.
What's that wine,
It's
man?
Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse
Make it
6.
sweet.
It says, folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place.
There you go. So yeah, let's try and get back on target with the Deuteronomy, or unless you have something else.
I have another quick one. This is Isaiah 5 and the 20th verse. Woe unto them that call evil good and good as evil.
Yeah, so a lot of things, yeah, that when you go into the scriptures, they're demonized now. Like proper family structure,
Yeah,
like
shunned.
order, like even they've
Father
managed,
giving discipline.
they've managed to demonize
Fathers.
marriage.
Yeah,
Marriage is demonized now
Yeah.
on both sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
So marriage is demonized from feminist point of view, and it's also demonized from the manosphere point of view. So what's left?
Dysfunction.
Complete dysfunction.
Yeah.
Right, and if you
say
if you
house
say
divided,
it will
stand.
fall.
Yeah,
So now,
right.
if you try and say and do things the right way, you're demonized as you're the evil and you're the bad person. But the way
Yeah.
that things are being done now is self-destructive, and it's obviously not working because society is collapsing.
Yeah.
Okay, now they don't want children to be under no order.
Yeah.
So children are like they're adults unto themselves. They could do what they want.
Yeah.
Right? That's the type of parenting they want you to have. That's not gonna work. You have
discipline.
to no discipline. But they don't want you to have discipline no more.
The precept to the point. Isaiah 59 and verse 15. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey.
Right. So if you come out and you say, "Oh, well, you're supposed to discipline children,"
Got a precept
they'll
on that.
demonize it as if it's some form of abuse.
Oh yeah.
When there's a difference between being abusive and having discipline. Like when I was
Yeah.
growing up, my parents disciplined me. I love my parents. I don't think that I was there. Yeah, you can have an individual who is abusive. Anyone can be abusive.
Yeah, definitely.
So you can have someone that for instance, you know, they physically harm children. They like to be sadistic and harm children. That's not right. But then at the same time, that's not discipline. That's just evil. There's a difference, but they try and lump everything together into one.
Yeah,
So you get in a situation where it's a zero-sum game. It's either you have discipline or you have abuse, when that's not the way it's supposed to be.
Do you have kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think is like the right sort of discipline? That
He that often
isn't
spareth
allowed?
the rod spoileth the child.
It depends on what they did. So it depends on what the child done. So comes a time when a child needs to get a spanking.
That's right. Oh,
Okay.
they used to.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you're gonna punch the child, and it depends on the age, and it depends on obviously are you gonna
It could be a mistake.
Yeah,
accident.
yeah.
if
Like
you got a 1-year-old, you're gonna kick him across the room.
So your point is that you should be allowed to smack kids.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Well, they used to do
Within
it in
reason.
schools. They used to do it in a school.
But
the UK
but
school
guess what?
system.
It's even scientific, and they know that, right? The Bible tells you that folly is bound into the heart of a child.
Right.
So a child doesn't have the ability to always understand things the way an adult does. So for instance, I can explain to you why you shouldn't
Put your hand on fire or something.
put your hand in fire or put your hand in a bin where there's like things where you can get sick and put your hands in a finger. But if there's something to that child that's intriguing, it could be a color or something that's bright, right? If you tell them don't touch it, right, their brain doesn't register that. They might just go and touch it anyway. And then that's why you could tell them 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. But every time they see the thing that captivates their mind, they don't remember you saying it. But if you go, listen, okay, this is the 3rd time you touch it now, and you give them a time, say don't touch it, right? The next time they see that thing, what they remember is the slap.
Exactly.
And they remember, oh, I'm not supposed to touch it. That's why the scripture says folly is bound in the heart of a child,
Can I get
but the
another precept
rod
on that
takes
as
it
well?
away from them.
Can I get another precept? This is from Sirach, chapter 30, verse 8. And horse not broken becometh headstrong, and a child left to himself will be willful.
Yeah. So, and that's how people used to be more respectful to their parents. But now, more and more in this society, these children are not respectful. You look at the teenagers in this society; they don't respect adults whatsoever. They don't respect their parents. And if you don't respect your parents, you sure as hell don't respect normal
Reset.
people.
Yeah, the teachers at school.
They don't respect the teachers at school. They don't respect anyone.
Precept. This is Proverbs 23 and 13. I'm going to read it in the NLT. Don't fail to discipline your children. the rod of punishment won't kill them.
No, it won't.
Physical discipline may well save them from death.
Right, because guess what?
that's it.
Like, for instance, everyone knows this, man. There's been situations where it's the impulsiveness. When you're young, it's easy to give
what
into
it is.
impulse.
Yes.
Because I call it getting caught up in the moment. Everyone wants to do something or something's happening and you're getting caught up. But you know what sometimes saves you? Thinking about that beating that you potentially
Oh yeah, well that saved me a lot of times.
and then you be like,
I'll tell you that.
like,
Shit.
and it makes you think twice before
Oh, yeah.
you do something. You know?
And truth be told, if you plant them seeds, it even gets to a point where you don't even have to beat.
No, because they already know.
Because
Exactly.
the child understands.
Because it's against the law to hit kids, isn't it? Is it?
Technically, I mean,
in Scotland.
Yeah, I think so, isn't it?
I think in Scotland.
So,
it is.
are you arguing for the law to be changed? Would that-
Yeah,
would-
well,
is that what you want?
well, the law should be changed.
You
Of course
reckon?
it
It
should
should
be
go.
changed.
It should go back
Do you not-
to.
do you
God's laws are the only thing that stand true.
According to the
If
Bible.
we're about God's laws according to the scriptures.
Okay.
This is
According
what we
to the
do. We
Bible.
teach the
Yeah,
Bible.
I'm curious. I'm
So
curious.
we're not here to push what Esau pushes, what the so-called white man pushes predominantly. We're here to push what the Most High pushes. Okay, so whatever is righteous coming from the scriptures, that's what it is, and that's the benchmark that we measure up to. Okay, as we rehearse the righteous acts.
Now, if you don't do it,
Right.
then guess what?
Then that's it.
The results is what we see in the society, the grade in society,
Right.
where everything is pretty much falling apart.
Yeah, like,
You know, and everyone knows it. Everyone knows that the younger generations that's coming up now,
yeah.
they're worse.
It was.
Kids have parents by the balls now. You know, like you remember back in the day in a primary school. Is mommy, daddy beating you? And it's like, you know, kids might not be able to explain
Yeah.
what happened. Like pops might have just
Or the
grabbed you by
context.
the arm or something.
Yeah.
And then at school it's spun like, yeah, he smacked my shoulder. And then
But-
before you know it, people are calling up your parents.
And that's by design.
But
That's
then
by
guess what?
design.
When
Right.
you're going into a system now, because this happens a lot.
It's system.
You're going into a system now and look at the outcomes from that system.
There you go.
Are your kids all really well behaved then?
Yeah.
Well, as well behaved as
can be.
Because children are not always going to be 100% well behaved anyway.
It's like we've been going to the world influences our children.
Yeah.
So
So
they're not always gonna act the way you want them to.
I wasn't.
It's never gonna be perfect.
When I was growing up as a child, did I make mistakes? Yes. I didn't always get beat for everything. As a child, you're gonna make mistakes. That goes without saying. And sometimes the discipline. That's what I said. The discipline that you receive, it depends on what you did.
balance. Yeah.
It's a balance.
Yeah.
Being a lion in your household.
Yeah. So
exactly.
and then so. But as I've grown up, as I've become a man, I have a respect for my parents.
That's right.
Based upon how I was raised and how I was disciplined. A respect that evidently doesn't exist generally in society no more.
Earlier on, you was talking about the young child maybe to
You too, man. Have a good
I was
one.
curious. I'm just.
No,
that's
that's
all
all
good,
good,
bro.
man. You take care, man.
All right.
take
Have a nice one.
Is talking about it with a young child, you might need to give them a little tap to just be like, don't do that, and that's because science now is starting to understand that children of a certain age, like I think says here below, like 36 months, 24 months below, don't understand negation, right? So that's why sometimes you'll be talking to your child and be like, don't do that. All they heard is do that. So you have to speak in a way, like if it's a thing of like, don't touch the stove, you have to tell them touch or like keep your hands to yourself, because that's something that their mind understands. So it's like sometimes you do have to just be like bam, because they can remember the feel.
Bro,
My daughter, man, she needs it, bro.
like I said,
It's reinforced.
that's why the scriptures deal with psychology. Folly is bound, and if you understand the way a child operates, bro, it could be just something shiny.
Yeah.
Everything you've said, or fun. Like for instance, a lot of these youths. Bro, my little cousin, he was like that. Bro, why didn't you come home? Why? You was meant to be home at 6. Why weren't you home at 6? Bro, man got caught up. The music's playing, everyone's having a good time, and you're lost in the moment because your mind
Baddies came by.
it's easy to follow impulse.
Yeah.
And that it makes you even more susceptible to peer pressure because you will follow an impulse. The children's brains are not good at just staying focused on what the instructions on what needs to be happening. especially when you're talking about toddlers, bro. That bin, bro, it's got something shiny on it. Oh, ooh, and that's all they thought about in that second is ooh, and they forgot that you just told them don't touch the bin. And it's not they're being evil, but then when you give them that.
Right.
Now it's like there's a trauma attached to it now. So now it's like before they go to do it, it's like, oh, I got hit, and they remember it.
I'm glad you spoke about psychology because the scripture we just read about stoning that stubborn and rebellious son. That was so that all could fear. That's psychology.
Psychology.
It's all about it's trauma. At the end of the day, when you see the judgment, you're gonna be like, hold on a minute, I don't want to end up like mine.
Bro, public lashings here.
Come on, man.
Would work wonders. Let me tell you something about public lashings, because it's difficult for a man to remain cool when they're getting public lashes, bro. See, a lot of these men that's too cool for school, but people still look up to them when they're going in and out. I know, bro. If they brought man to the local town centre and whipped man till man's crying, all of a sudden he ain't cool no more. Man's got snot coming out of his nose, and it's like, yo, this guy.
I'm telling you.
Yo, all of a sudden he can't come around like.
Exactly.
Moving like he's too cool for school. Bro, we saw you crying, blood. You got whooped. We ain't trying to follow you.
Bro,
We ain't trying to get whooped like that. You know when you used to get whooped in front of your parents, bro? You know how hard it was to get your credibility back after that?
just bear humbling.
Yeah, that's humbling, man.
And Esau even understood that, even on the plantation. That's why he used Willie Lynch. Like Esau deals with psychology, even back on them plantations. Look, yo, this is what you do with your slaves. If they don't listen, do this. Tar them with feather.
There's a balance, man, and the thing is, you can't use abuse to stop use.
Nope.
Everything has an abuse and everything has a use. And you can't outlaw the use because there might be people that abuse. So what they try and do is it's the same thing they do with women. Are there gonna be men? Have there been men in history and even to this day that abuse women? Yes, I'm not from the manosphere. I'm not part of them guys. I can accept that there are guys that are liars, cheaters, they beat women, they break them down, they do all kind of crazy stuff, Okay, does that mean that men shouldn't have an authority over women? No.
And so,
No, because now you're trying to negate the use because of abuse.
So you're trying to go against the scriptures, the orders.
Exactly.
You're trying to go against the order which sets the man over the woman.
Now you're trying. It's called throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Just because that guy, and that's what they'll do. So they'll find
an extreme.
Like they'll find an extreme. So they'll find an arranged marriage somewhere where man sold some girl to some crazy brother that's doing bare madness, and then that is now representative of all arranged marriages. It's like that. And it's like, no, bro, that guy's a demon. But that doesn't negate righteousness. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's when you was talking about, I was thinking scripture says speaks about a diligent search, right? Esau goes in to psychology, and one of the things he understands is people want to fit in. They don't want to be associated with negativity. So that's why he will take an extreme and then be like, oh, so you're an arranged marriage. So you're with that.
So now, when if you talk about being an authority over women, now you're lumped in with some crazy brother that's doing the most. It's like, no, man, that's
subversion,
and that's what happens. So most women, when they hear about patriarchy, they have a very extreme, horrific view in their mind. And it's not that doesn't exist. It has existed. There's guys today that are madmen. That's not the majority of men, and that doesn't mean that the authority shouldn't exist. And the same thing goes for children. Are there people that, bro? There's people that violate children.
They're straight liars.
Sadistic.
Oh, like the Edomite Fritzl.
Bro, there's people that are sadistic with it. Like they'll purposely set children. There was one white woman, on YouTube. She got caught out and she ended up going to jail for it, where she was purposely like setting up tasks for her children that she knew they would fail, so she could punish them. And she had a whole YouTube channel and she was acting like she was a good mom, but she was a sadist, bro. Now, does that mean a mother shouldn't have authority over her children? No, it just means that particular mother was fucked up. But that's what they'll do. So they'll say, see, so if you, as a mother or father, if you want authority over your children, you want to be like her. It's like, no, man.
Exactly.
Like, come on, man. Now you just, you know.
That's wicked, man.
He uses the same technique to hide the truth as well. That's why he'll get certain people to bring out certain truths, like David Icke, but then he believes in lizard people. So when you say, "Oh yeah, I heard it,
Kanye
I heard it
associated
from
with them, yeah.
David Icke," oh, so you believe in lizard people too, yeah?
Yeah.
And another thing Esau does, man, when he wants to push a particular agenda, he won't focus on it like that, right?
Yeah, there's
So
no
if he
nuance.
wants same-sex couples now to have children, that's all
Yeah,
right.
he won't focus on the ones that abuse.
Yeah,
you.
exactly. He won't
That's a
focus
good
on
point.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because he wants more of that to happen.
So it's framing the narratives, man. At the end of the day, the scriptures cover everything. So the scripture does say you're not supposed to be like a lion in your house or in your servants. So you're not supposed to move around like a madman and moving like some insane individual.
That's a degenerate.
Yeah, that's just not just because you got a woman now you have to treat her like shit for no reason.
Like, who wants a
So it's
family
woman.
that everyone just scares you in the corner, just fucking shaking? No one really fucking wants that. But you got mad guys that like, you know, get high off the fear,
The
innit?
wife, the Edomites, the wife beaters, they be out here, but that doesn't mean that I can't have a 4-year-old man.
Right, exactly.
You just because you're abusing it.
Right.
That's how I'm saying, because this brother abuses alcohol, I can't drink alcohol.
Yeah.
No, bro. The problem is he's abusing it.
Yeah, 'cause
The
he's
problem
using
isn't that I'm
moderation.
drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
So, like, you have to apply things the right way, but Esau does that, and
He gets that
a
brush
lot
out,
of it
man.
is through the movies and through things like that, like the color purple and all these different things. Yeah, bro. And they just demonize everything and paint everything in a way, and that's why most people, most women can't imagine a world where their man has complete authority over them, because it takes trust, and that trust is broken because all they show them is negative shit. But at the end of the day, we live in a world where you have to trust.
That's right.
Everyone has to trust somebody, man, and sometimes you might end up on the shitty end of that stick. It happens.
Yeah.
Well, they
We're
don't
in,
trust
that's the
Esau.
world we're in. But so should I tell my children they shouldn't trust me? Because there's parents out there that are bad parents. That doesn't mean that you should, hey, listen to me. That's how it is. But they'll be like, no, don't listen to no parents. Bro, that's worse. Because now you got a bunch of children that's not getting raised at all, even if they got good parents.
Well, this is what I was gonna say as well. Even though that, like, you think you've taken abuse out from that particular scenario, right? Because you know, parents or whatever. But there's still an element of abuse involved, because the children now become abusive
To
in
themselves.
into themselves and to the world around them, because they don't act right.
Yeah, they're rude.
You know.
Well,
So it
everyone's
still
seen it.
exists.
These youths, you get on the bus, man,
Don't
and
be
these youths
rude,
ain't got
man.
no respect for no one. I've seen a bunch of girls try to jump a woman that's pregnant. They don't care about no one, man. They're just out here, and that's because they don't get whooped. A lot of them don't get whooped no more, because especially among Jake, there is this whole concept that they're like, oh, their parents abused them.
Yeah.
They go on these podcasts, man. I look back at it. My parents abused me, and I'm trying to do things a different way. It's like, where did you get this stuff from? So I'm trying to do things a different way. Yeah. Now your kids don't respect you, bro.
Yeah. And these podcasts, man.
Yeah.
These fucking nigga podcasts trying to.
Hood gurus and
Basically. Like, that's actually a new thing. Like, you know, trying to fucking unwind, like, you know, Jake culture principles of discipline. You know, like really, man can really see what our parents did was really abuse. Like my nephew, I see him now, because of how he was raised, all soft and shit. Obviously by my brother and baby mom. I'm like, this nigga is 16 and soft as shit, bro. Like, just nigga's tender, like, you know, he can't fucking. This guy can't. Like, you know the ones I'm talking to him as a man direct. I'm not even cursing him out, just basing my voice, and he's ready to cry, bro.
Yeah.
I'm telling him now, do 5 push-ups, you know, to build up his tolerance, so that when he's like 19, 20, he's strong, and he gets offended, man.
I'll be telling that story on the podcast.
Yeah, and you tell it on the podcast.
And he was spinning.
But then guess what? In contrast, brothers around us in the faith, you actually see brothers how they've moved with their daughters and their children, and you're like, you know, their sons. You're like, raw, like you're much younger than my nephew, but you have like grounded. Because guess what? It's based upon the scriptures.
Exactly.
Well, and this world will keep you as a child as long as possible.
Yeah.
You know, because he wants you to suffer.
Infantilized,
Yeah. You know, so you
30-year-old
follow
child.
everything that goes on. Your brain's still like a child's brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't ready to make certain decisions for yourself. They're trying to like make kids like they're ready to make decisions.
Yeah.
And you know, no, bro, no, you're not. You should just be listening, man. And if you violate, you should get whooped.
Annihilate.
You know what I'm saying? Because these kids nowadays get away with stuff that we would never get away with.
Yeah.
Hella disrespectful. I'll say it myself, bro. Because there's a lot of things that even I used to. It's just like, yo, I couldn't do that. You're taking the piss right now. And the thing, you be nice, they'll take the piss.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Well, nice means to be ignorant.
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. And
They'll take
ignorance
the
is
piss
bliss
out of
to
you.
Allah.
Kids will, hey, listen, kids will take the piss out of your fucking life, bro. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Anyway,
Precept.
keep the laws that's in your statistics. Yeah, because you know what? Again, you know, you might get some idiot now that and start punching up. No, man. You're not supposed to punch up the kids, because the whole point of discipline is not to destroy the child, bro. Yeah, you're supposed to love. There's sometimes you do need to you talk to them. And speak to them because you're trying to build and edify. You can't just punch people up all the time. Well, not you shouldn't punch them up all, but you can't. It's not every day, innit? If you gotta beat your child every day, then something's gone wrong. Like it's not healthy. You know what I mean?
He's become stubborn and rebellious.
We haven't got a system to give him
Exactly.
And that's what
There's other forms of punishments as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Remember
saying?
back in the day, bro. Well, for us brothers, you from these migrant lands, you have to hold our ears and squat and shit. Hold the book, or hold books in the air.
You want to be at the general.
That's what I need. Yeah.
It makes you leave.
Bro, it was funny, man. I remember one time I was a kid in Ghana.
Yeah, that's right.
I was playing football, and I was pranking the kid, innit? I threw a little pebble at him, and it hit his teeth and it split his teeth. But next day his mouth was infected. He came to my house like a bull, because obviously it's like, now obviously you've injured my child. Now the family has to pay. So they paid so the child could go to hospital. But me, I had to get stones in my hands, go on my knees, stones on my knees. And I was in the rain for a bit. But guess what? I
Never did it again.
never did that
Well,
stupid
when
shit
they
again.
took corporal punishment out of the school, and again, listen, was there teachers that abused their system? Of course, but in generally
It's gonna
speaking,
be demons.
like,
It's always gonna-
well, where I was from, there was no abuse because the teachers weren't random teachers. The teachers were like,
Basically,
half of them were distant family members, like they were like third cousins and stuff. Like they were related, so they had a love for the children, and that's what I said. The love should always be there, and not hate. But I remember when I was in school, bro, there was no problems, bro. Man came in the class was quiet. We were there to learn. I never felt like fearful. I just knew that if you didn't listen, you was gonna get beat, like, or hit. Yeah, but we listened.
Yeah.
Say that was the solution.
Choose life.
Yeah, choose life. Yeah. I remember when I come to England, boy. When I first come to England, it was like a madhouse. I'm like, you know, when you're just there, like you just see my man just doing madness, and he's doing madness over there, and he's doing madness over there, and I was like, wait, this is cool. Like, and then eventually you start doing madness, bro. But it's like, what's the point, bro? Let's all do madness because. But I'm like, bro, if you man were in Munster, you wouldn't be doing all this, bro. You'd be getting corrected quickly, bro. Big Ben will be coming out on you. You know, and that's why that's one of the reasons why the schools in the UK are completely out of order. Yeah. And the teachers want to establish a form of discipline. Now they got to do their passive aggressive stuff.
Well, some of them actually go upside their head. You've seen it on social.
Yeah, they get.
There was one that was at one youth. What you gonna do? He's following him around at 14 years old, and the guy was holding it down for about a minute straight, and then pow! He just.
Hey, I've seen one when they
got fired. Yeah, they got fired.
But really, if you were already from a place here where that corporal punishment was administered, you wouldn't need to take it there. Because the youth them are already acting correct. That's what I'm saying. Like when I was in Manchester, mans weren't getting beat all the time. You know what I'm saying? It was rare because man knew Big Ben was there. So man knew to follow the rules. And as long as you follow the rules, the teachers were very loving and caring.
Right, exactly.
The funny thing about
don't be a prick.
Big Ben is like, the funny thing about him using the word Big Ben is, I know he's talking about a mad cane.
It's a belt, bro.
A belt.
Yeah, they used to soak it in salt and all sorts. Yeah. And the head teacher had Big Ben, bro. Like, yeah, Big Ben was serious, but bro, I never got it. Bro, you'd have to do something mad to get Big Ben, and you weren't really trying to do that, man. It's better to just behave.
Bro, we're smarter than that.
Yeah. There was only one youth that used to get Big Ben, Jose, and I see he was like our hero. Because he used to get the Big Ben and firms it.
That's what I'm telling you. There was always one nigga, bro. that
Yeah.
undefeated
Yeah,
Maccabee
demon,
blood.
man. Yeah, a bad breed. And you see how man started like, I remember one time he come past the window and he was like, yo, Jose, how it feel, man? He said, it's sweet, man, it's sweet. And Osman kind of started going, yeah. It's like, bro, you see how it starts, man?
Yeah.
I start idolizing this demon, bro. You see how it starts, bro?
But you told the same story before it, and he's here now in the UK, isn't it?
No, that's what other. That's
is that another one?
that's that's Aldo, blood. Aldo's a super demon. Yeah, he's in jail. That's another one, proper bad breed.
I remember you telling her.
But yeah, let's go back. If
This
bro,
bro
let's
was
go-
holding a precept.
yeah, drop that and then we go back to Deuteronomy, man. Kinda
It's the book of
segue.
Ecclesiasticus 39 and 26. The principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, hand, milk, and the blood of the grape, and oil, and clothing. All these things are for good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil.
Yeah, like weaponry. There's nothing wrong with having a knife or a weapon. There's nothing evil about that. It's evil based upon how you use it. You know what I mean? And then so you might have a society where they ban mans from having weapons, yeah? No, that's not biblical. Now I'm not telling you to go have a weapon. Follow the laws in your constituency. But biblically, you can't tell a man he can't have his sword or he can't have his weapon. You're not supposed to murder, but he can have his sword. But and then so if a man take a sword and commit murder, now none of us can have our sword? That's not how it works, man. You gotta penalize the person who's abused the system. You can't take away a man's rights.
Because the guy that was gonna murder, he's still gonna murder.
Still gonna find a way.
Another way.
Exactly. Like,
Find another way. We're gonna rope, strangle man to death,
Yeah,
whatever. You
yeah.
can find a way.
You know, but that's that Esau logic. So they'll have a mass shooting, and then use the mass shooting as a reason to say nobody can't have no gun control. Nah, blood. That's how it works. You know? Go on, man.
Bring out some fake statistics.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, 'cause
no one
now-
can verify it. That's the thing.
Well, and Esau ain't putting gun control on himself because he would disband your military then, wouldn't
Exactly.
he? He ain't disbanding that. Bear strap,
Oh, it's
man.
deterrence. Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know this. That's why we want them. You know?
That's it. Deuteronomy 30 and 4. If any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of heaven, from thence will Yahweh thy power gather
What's
thee.
that mean, Mars? And you know this man that teach that, see, the outward parts of heaven. So that means there's people on Mars.
I'm
There's,
sure-
you know,
I'm sure
women in the
someone-
universe.
I'm sure
This is the
it's-
chariots on the moon.
I'm sure it's a dude.
Bro,
that
open
fixes
parts of heaven is like you're looking out. You know, they're talking about
Expansive.
different parts of the earth, man. And there's Israelites everywhere. The Eskimos, man. The Eskimos is Jakes, man. They come up from out of Canada and all that. They're like Gadites that went up in there, man. And they're moving mad, like. But there's Jake everywhere, man, in the four corners of the earth, man. Scattered among all the different people, even among them ugly looking Aborigines.
Yeah, that, bro. See that? I'm scared of them niggas. Like, them Aborigines, they look scary, bro. We don't ever go like. Obviously, brothers travel. I ain't going there though. I ain't going no Fiji.
But I remember I was
I'll be in a
watching
suit.
the thing, yeah. You know that bush tucker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. And listen, I know Jake be doing wild shit too, but niggas pull something out the fucking river like it was some long white thing, like they just ate it, blood. I was like,
Oh,
yo,
yeah.
listen, bro, this nigga like a Klingon or something, man.
Remember when my guy, that bald geezer, went to what's that guy's name? He used to have a program, Kemp.
Oh, Ross Kemp.
Ross Kemp.
Yeah.
Do you remember that episode when he went to one of them Aboriginal islands and then they pulled out some straps on him and robbed him?
Damn.
Yeah, they pulled out and robbed him on camera. And after they was like, because they like pranked him, bro.
Good.
Crazy.
So there's Jake scattered and there's Jake that look like the other nations too.
Yeah,
but the
that's
beautiful thing is that if they're an Israelite and if they're of the elect, man, the
gonna be
Lord
granted
is
change.
gonna find them and they're gonna be gathered up, man. Now a guy like Vocab Malone won't believe that because he's a carnal man and he don't actually believe in the scriptures.
Yep.
That's why it's like, well, how do you know? Bro, I ain't got to know. I don't have to know.
Lord knows.
I just know the scriptures. I don't have to personally, you. Listen, it's not my job to know.
Yahushua said in the parable, like, let them both grow together. The wheat and the
wheat,
tear.
yeah.
But obviously that's talking about Israelites, not people that look like Israel. But the point
If
is,
everything was
saying-
on me, we'd be fucked.
Yeah.
What do I know? But I'm just an Israelite, man. I'm doing my job over here. So I don't put it on me to know, okay, that guy's an Israelite. Sit there, just start pointing people out.
But the angel, it's the ones the angel says that they're
Yeah,
gonna come and
the Lord knows who's his people, man.
My sheep hear my voice.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
He's gonna make sure it's his work, and he's gonna make sure it's done. When the elect is beamed up into the chariot, you think it's me there going, nope, nope, nope.
Yeah,
him.
His nose, this guy.
what an impossible task for man to do.
Yeah.
It is an impossible task for man to do. We're all around the world.
Exactly.
Might be
This
some.
is why it doesn't matter where we are. What our job is to teach this word,
Yeah.
and my sheep will hear my voice, and so
There you go.
There you
the
go.
elect are gonna hear it, no matter where they are in the world.
I've got that, so I was holding it. John chapter 10 and verse 27. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me.
Right, so it's up to the Lord, man. So we don't really lose sleep about all that. You would, because you're a carnal man. You gotta do a DNA test. You gotta do all that, man. This is what I do know. The elect are gonna be sealed for the spirit Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and they're gonna make it on them chariots, man.
And it's all done. That DNA stuff is a fraud anyway.
Yeah, it's a threat.
Because even if it was accurate, it only goes back like 300 years. How would
how
you
do
tell
you know?
about anything about that?
Vocab, we don't need to know, man. You need to know because you're a carnal man and you don't trust in the Lord. We just let the Lord handle things.
That's right.
If it was on like DNA, Esau would try and just like put out a strain that kills everyone with that DNA.
Yeah.
And he can't do
Exactly,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll do that.
But DNA's too complicated for him to break it all down. Hey, that's too complicated for him. And that's what they don't want people to know. DNA's complicated, man. It's not as easy as people say. They ain't unlocked the whole mysteries, even down to the recombination. They don't even actually know how that works, man. Because when you make a like, you're like not just a straight up a sperm. When you make that sperm, it's a recombination between your cells, man. It's a mix up. That's why your kids sometimes come out with characteristics that you ain't got, but like a great grandparent got.
Randomization.
Because they got something called a random recombination, where like genes start switching over before it splits. And they actually don't fully understand how it works, because that's why it's called random recombination. That's why every sperm is unique.
And that's why the Lord said, I formed you in the womb.
Yeah.
I formed you. I chose that one. That one, was gonna make it. You know.
Got a quick one.
You know what I'm saying? Right? So fuck Esau, man.
Yeah.
Basically, isn't it?
You know, you ain't got, listen, our God is the Lord said he has every hair on your head counted. I don't know the number, but I trust he know.
That's right.
So what? So you don't believe that, vocab? But that's because you're a scoffer. We don't need to do all that. How'd you know this person from the tribe of Judah? How did, bro?
Fear.
That's it, faith.
Faith.
I don't need to know everything, man.
Appreciate. It's the book of Ezekiel 34 and 11. For thus says the Lord power, behold, high, even high, will both search my sheep and seek them out, as the shepherd seeketh out his flock in the day that is among his sheep that are scattered. So will I seek out my sheep, and I will deliver them out of all places where they have been scattered in a cloud and dark days.
See?
You.
So it's not for, we don't need to personally know every person, and no, man. The Lord knows exactly what he's doing. You know, and he gon' get it done to perfection. Not according to the wisdom of man or the eyes of man, but according to the way of the Lord, man.
Yahweh said, none shall be lost.
Yeah.
None shall be lost.
But he don't believe that. Vocab, no, but if he done the DNA, how do you know? Let me tell you something, Vocab. So you don't seem to understand. You're gonna have Edomites that look like Jake. They're going into slavery, bro. They're not gonna be, oh, he looked like Jake. No, bro. In the kingdom, especially in the kingdom, when we get that spiritual Google, we're gonna see man's lineage. Oh yeah, it's an Edomite. We're gonna actually be able to recite man's whole lineage going all the way back to Esau. But we're gonna have access to the spiritual Google. The knowledge, man. The database. Because the Lord has a database on everything.
Recorded.
It's all recorded, man.
Oh, case in point, the woman at the well.
The woman at the well,
yeah,
the husband.
Uploaded, boy.
Now Esau can't comprehend that. He can't comprehend that there's a source of knowledge beyond himself. How do you know? I don't need to know. The Lord knows. And in due time, if the Lord want me to know, He will give me the information and I will know. Right now, I don't know every Jake on the planet, and neither do I need to know.
Precept. Matthew 25 and 31. The subheading is the final judgment. It says, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, he shall sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats.
Cause you got a load of nations that's mixed up, man.
Mix up. Yeah.
Like you go down into the Arab land,
No,
man, it's all
that's a
different, man.
smoothie, blood.
So in the kingdom, we're actually gonna put people back into their rightful heritages.
Because how are we gonna do that? If we don't just we don't know.
The spiritual Google, man. We're gonna have actually you got your Google. You're getting all gassed. Oh, the AI. Sorry, man. I ain't trying to disrespect you. The AI says. And I mean, it's useful, you know,
But it's limited.
but it's limited.
It's
It's not unlimited truth.
It's limited.
Because guess what? The Edomite artificial idumia is actually scrubbing Esau's database. Now we know Esau's database is filled with misinformation, but the Lord's database that's in the spirit world is perfect. It's filled with the actual knowledge, bro. That's why the Bible says our God is a God of knowledge.
No dead links.
So yeah, no dead links, no misinformation.
Yeah, no hallucinations.
But AI tells you it's prone to make mistakes.
Yeah, but the Lord, we're gonna have access to the spiritual Google, man. Just type up. That's why we're gonna be able to do special grillings for certain Baconites based upon the wickedness you were doing in your past life, man.
You know, on that, I just had a thought, because you have, for us, we use AI for what it is, isn't it? We understand it goes off, you know, we're supposed to be fact checking the things that we see, right? Because we know what it is. But you have people that look at AI as truth, right? That is truth, but that's Esau. Like, we've now got to understand that now Esau's always lying. Right, he's always lying, and actually we're gonna have to double verify everything that you say. But for the longest time, people have just heard Esau say shit and believed it as if it was true.
But that's why they got Elon Musk saying that AI is pretty much it's the new God.
Yeah.
When he was asked that, like, who's that? Is it Jordan Peterson?
AI's a liar.
Yeah. He said we got a new God.
We're gonna be the righteous AIs. So we're gonna have access to the
Actual intelligence.
to history, the real history. Like because guess what? Moses had access to the spiritual Google. That's how we got the account in the book of Genesis.
Yeah.
Because remember, Moses and the scribes wrote down the Torah. Where do you think he got the account for the Torah from? This is a spiritual Google, man. Yeah, this is what happened. Okay, cool. We're gonna have to do that again. Like, what happened with 9/11 for real? Okay, this wicked nigga here. All right, cool. Come in. We don't know because there's so many lies, like Esau and distinctive narratives. No, there's gonna be one narrative in the kingdom.
Because it wasn't just the past that Moses was shown. He was shown all the time.
Future, yeah.
Future as well.
The record. You know what I'm saying? But you see, they'll say we're crazy for saying that. But that's because they don't understand the Lord already had a mechanism in place. Hey, there's certain things here. I don't want to get too spooky here, but listen, bro. You see that man that's connected in. Certain times, man get connected into the spiritual Google, bro. Like even on the islands, bro. So spooky shit be happening, bro. Man's will just like your grandmama might just come and say, "Yo, this person's pregnant." Like what?
Yeah. Children.
Bro, I mean, dead serious. It's just, you know, I think this person's pregnant. Like, they ain't seen them. They just know. And then you hear, that person's pregnant. Like, what the
Spiritual Google.
What's going on, bro? Like, bro, sometimes Jake just be connected in to the spiritual Google and just get information they shouldn't have.
To get the feeling.
The antennae just connect in.
Even my son, when my lady was pregnant with my son, my daughter, before we even did the test, she touched the bed, mommy, baby. And then we tested after, and then we found out she was pregnant.
Spiritual Google, bro.
Oh, shit.
Now, they'll say we're crazy.
Mommy, baby.
But hey, in the kingdom, we're gonna get fully connected to that Google, man. The righteous Google, man.
Full bandwidth.
Not that Ask Jeeves thing. The righteous Google, because everything Esau makes is a bootleg Temu version of what the Lord already has. Counterfeit miracles, man. Because like I said, Yahweh Shai had he said, I saw you under that tree.
I forgot his name, but he's a short. Nathaniel. What? The one that was short?
No, that was someone else.
I believe
the one under the tree was Nathaniel.
Yeah.
There was another one that climbed the tree to look.
No, I'm talking about the one that was under the tree.
Nathan sign.
Yeah. How did he know? CCTV, bro.
Preset.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was deep.
Yeah.
Quick precept. Psalms 58 verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Everything that's involved in Esau, there's going to be corruption in there. That's why there's multiple versions of history, bro, because of Esau and his lies, man. But guess what? In the kingdom, we're going to clear all of it up. We're going to have the perfect record of history.
Yep.
We're going to have the perfect knowledge of what happened and who did what and who's guilty. So don't worry about the Epstein files. That's why none of these men can get away with anything, because everything's on record. You can lie to man and you can falsify and you can cover up, but the spiritual Google has all the information, man.
The eyes of the Lord are 1,000 times
Yeah.
brighter than the sun.
Right.
So you Edomites that violate, man, we even gonna be able to know who you are. Say, this pussy old lad. We're gonna be like, okay, so you were violating, man, in when I was working at Costco, yeah? Alright, cool. I got something for you, and we're gonna, you know.
You scheme behind my back.
I have a quick one. This is Ecclesiastes 12 and 14. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it be good or evil.
And that's one of the reasons. It's a movie, you know, it's a good film, man, called Frailty.
He's a
I don't want
demon,
to
son.
get.
He's a demon, son.
Yeah,
Demon, son.
yeah. Well, that film, you know what? I'm going to have to watch that again.
No, that's a good film, bro.
And Bill Paxton, he's a Jake. He a hell of an actor, man. Well, I believe he's a Jake. You know what I mean? I think Bill Paxton's a Jake, man. But you ain't seen that film?
No,
But it's a bad film. And then in the film, it's like the innocent people, and then he touches them, he sees them. Oh, you didn't think nobody knew about it, did you? But God, and that's why he had no problem putting them to death,
Like a death angel.
because he saw what they did.
But on the outside, he's looking like he's crazy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But
I mean, you don't want to give it away too much, you know, brothers.
Yeah.
You know. But
This
yeah,
one, yeah?
yeah, right. Frailty, man. It's with Matthew McConaughey. It's a beautiful film, but that's what we're gonna be like. That's one of the reasons why we're gonna get, because oh man, this demon, he did that.
Because you have to remember, man, we're gonna be perfect judges in the earth.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to know. So we're gonna be able to tap into all these things.
So, because when you were saying that, it reminded me of something that Trevor Noah said, and he was saying it facetiously. He was like, "It's funny, you go to South Africa right now, and no one was pro-apartheid, but that was the institution." His point being, those same people that were pro-apartheid, now they come at you, they smiling in your face, they're all friendly with you. But these times, 20, 30 years ago, that's what they were on. You know what I'm saying? When he was saying it facetiously, but it's true.
Yeah, they're gonna be in the kingdom. Maybe a cracker. He was there.
Yeah.
He's the one that chopped off Sam Holmes' rod.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got something for you.
That's it.
Oh,
That's it. 'Cause
Thomas
what-
Thistlewood.
Yeah. All right, Thomas. Hey, that dude's a criminal.
Yeah.
He gotta go to the Bacon Grill. 100%. He gotta stay there. Bro.
That's it.
He gotta be honorary,
Extra crispy.
honorary fucking member of the Bacon Grill plantation, man. That dude's gonna be picking
Just
sugar
like on the plantation, just like make a mini sun. You know the ones on the plantation, just make a mini sun, bare close.
just for him. Man.
just there, like. Yeah, because it's called the Bacon Grill, isn't it?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
No, do you know what it is?
We'll
He'll
go to
we'll
bacon.
find every one of his infractions, right? Everything that he said, this is how you deal with it, Jay. Okay, cool. You scratch them up, you put chilies on them. Alright, cool. That's what you're getting today.
Yeah.
And each day, one of the things that you went through,
Righteousness.
it's right, because Scripture says we shall meditate terrorism.
They say your sentence might be death, but it might be delayed. You know what I mean? It might be
Just
there's
a long
process
death,
to death.
like.
Yeah, a process to death.
It's 9 months away.
Man's on death row.
What, death
Yeah.
by 1,000 cuts, man.
Yeah, that's why. Listen, man. The big devil's gonna get the big devil treatment. Little devils get little devil treatment. It's righteous judgment. Man. But the Lord knows, man. Listen, man. The man don't really understand this world that we live in, and these people out here.
The witness is out here.
The Lord's mechanisms is different, man, and it's better than Esau. That we already had the Urim and Thummim before.
Precept.
Man, I think a man got Wi-Fi. Like the Lord already had that, man. The Lord's already beaming information into people's brains.
That's right.
He's been doing that.
That's right. Yep.
Someone was sending information through the air. Man was sending prophets through the air. Teleporting prophets to the next ends and teleporting
You
them
know,
back.
Esau already got the mastery of this realm. We gonna have the mastery of this realm, man. You're gonna see something different, man.
Oh yeah.
Peace. God, son. This is Deuteronomy 4, start from verse 5. It says, "Behold, I've taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that you should do so in the land whither you go to possess it.
In the land. The law is made for earth, man. Why are we gonna need to keep the law in heaven, bro?
Yeah.
There's no wickedness.
The law is for the land, bro.
That's it.
How you gonna keep the land Sabbath in heaven, bro? You ain't eating, bro. You ain't
Because even
growing
the scriptures say
crops.
the law wasn't made for the perfect.
Exactly.
Because everyone was perfect, you wouldn't need the law, right?
Exactly, yeah.
It's for those to keep those transgressors in line. You know, to judge the transgressors. Now, in the kingdom, that's not going to be none of us or any of our children. You know, nothing to do with Israel. But the heathen now, they have to be managed and ruled,
Yeah.
right? So that law is really for them for us to judge by.
And it's gonna be a consistent. Unlike you, the kingdom of heaven is gonna be simple, a consistent law, a consistent way.
Yep.
Yeah, everyone's gonna
Everyone
know
knows the
this
deal.
is what it is, man. And it's gonna be household.
Ain't overly complicated.
Esau's law system changes, and what he thinks is morality, he thinks his moral changes from one day to another. Man, that guy's a demon. Man.
Depends how much money he can make.
Yeah.
Can I just real quick on that? This is Matthew 22:32. I am the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. The Most High is not the God of the dead, but of the living.
That's right. That's a beautiful scripture. So you know these Edomites when they die, and I think a lot of times Jake get disheartened, man. Don't get disheartened. Listen, don't get disheartened, because we haven't received vengeance, and it seems like the enemy's winning, and they winning good, and they living, and they grow old, and they die, and they didn't get their comeuppance. Listen, the bacon grill is coming, man. All these Edomites are gonna pay. No one can escape judgment. It's all recorded, and the scales within this universe, the scales always get balanced, man. You don't get away with nothing. I don't care what witchcraft you work, the cremation of care. No, listen, man, Esau's gonna pay in full, the full amount.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he ain't gonna get away with. Oh no.
No.
By the time Esau's getting ready to be burnt up, he would have fully paid, and not before.
Just a quick one on that point. Psalms 109 and 14. Let the iniquity of his fathers be remembered with the Lord, and let not the sin of his mother be blotted out. Let them be before the Lord continually, that he may cut off the memory of them from off the earth, because that he remembered not to show mercy, but persecuted the poor and needy man.
So we're gonna beat you down, and at the end of the day, your remembrance is gonna be blotted out. You're not gonna be the great men of the earth getting all the ratings. You're just gonna be a shameful stain, man. A shameful stain. That is really the beautiful thing is you're gonna be an example to everyone else throughout all eternity. You know, the mothers tell their children, don't be like the Edomites.
Well, again, going back to law, he's speaking about if a child is rebellious, you know, stoning before the congregation, all may fear.
Yeah, you're
You
the
know that
rebellious
bastard child.
You're gonna get stoned up, and everyone's gonna remember, like, them man could have been here eating the lemons and the limes and having the
Chilling.
mango, but guess what? They got booted out of paradise, man.
They were the king's brother, like.
Yeah,
but they decided
Yeah.
to be demons. Like.
yeah. Now they are here because
jealous
listen,
and
man.
envious.
I was watching you get them YouTube videos, and it's showing you all kind of fruit I ain't never even seen before, black. All kind of fruit tastes half like mango, half strawberry, and all kind of madness, bro.
Yeah. Bro.
There's all kind of, this is paradise, man. You don't want to get kicked out of here. Bro, this place got punani. It's got everything, bro. King Street.
Bundle for a bundle.
You got diverse liquors.
Yeah.
Bro, you know, brothers is going to be drinking every type of liquor there is, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You know, in Ghana, there's a fruit called it's red. It's like a miracle fruit. That's what they call it. If you chew that fruit first before you eat, like anything that is sour,
Tastes
everything
sweet.
that's sour becomes sweet.
That's crazy.
Wow. It's like man can drink like just bare spirulina, like it's just good. Like it tastes like mango juice after. Like it's crazy.
Wow, yeah, bro. This earth is actually paradise, man. And to be removed from it is a terrible judgment. It's a terrible judgment that you got booted. Like, you know, you just got booted out, man. You will not have an inheritance in earth. You know how beautiful earth is. And I was thinking about this the other day. Damn near everywhere is beautiful.
Yeah.
Damn near everywhere is beautiful. Every country's got beautiful parts, beautiful things to see. Let's just get booted out. Where's Esau gonna be? I don't know. I don't care. He ain't gonna be here.
Bro, there's some parts of earth that you brothers might go visit. Yeah, you're like, you just gotta give thanks to the Lord. Like, this is the beauty. Like, I've been places.
Lake District.
Yeah.
Like for instance, there's some island chain off of the south west of England called the Isles of Scilly. Well, that place is beautiful, man. I'll be scared to go there. It looks like one of them Edomite enclaves.
Reminds me with the Wicker Mans and some Brits, some Edomite gal draw you in. Give you some panani, then burn you blood.
That's it. But even on that, he likes to tell Jake. He likes to tell. He likes to tell Jakes that this country's racist, that country's racist. Now leave London, bro. These Edomites be racist as hell.
They hate your guts.
They hate your guts, man. But remember the time we was in that village, man? And like normally, like I would come out with you, but this time he was like, nah, bro, just chill, because of the place. I forget where it was. That place was spooky. It was spooky, bro.
Yeah, see, that's not supposed to happen. See. But Edomites, England ain't gonna be yours anyway.
Yeah, man.
England is gonna be ours, man. You ain't gonna be here no more. We're gonna exterminate you, man.
From the Peak District to Dagenham. We're gonna take it all.
Yeah, man. Raise them sheep.
We're gonna raise them sheep, man. Them flocks.
That's it.
Can I get something quick?
Yeah.
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is free setting them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before God.
Eventually you're gonna pay and you're gonna get wiped out. And that's how the game's gonna go. And when you really look at it, if you compare your time on earth to eternity, it's nothing.
Nothing.
Like we'll be in the year like 2,098,000,000, yeah. You've been gone for 2 billion years, bro. You know that way there, black. You know what I'm saying? Like their time is very small.
And that's why the scripture says what we went through was a light affliction.
Like, yeah. Because the Lord, if the Lord said we had to be here for 1,000,000 years, we'd have to charge it. And it still wouldn't be nothing compared to eternity, because eternity is like a mad number.
I can't even wrap my head. Like, how do you wrap my head around?
Everything becomes insignificant in the face of eternity.
You know, East will be like star dates. Well, fuck your star date, bro. We're gonna be here in 1 trillion years from now, and you just will be like, you be written of. And you know, yeah, like remember there used to be these people, the Edomites, they were faggots. And they just, it's gonna get spooky. Everyone's gonna be like, yeah, you know, they were turning men into women. What? It's like, oh, domination. The children be like, no! Are they here now? No. We burn all them up. Yay! Hey, cause we still gonna celebrate the destruction of America, man.
Right. Yeah, but they're gonna be a new Passover.
Yeah.
A new Passover.
Precept.
You know what I'm saying, man? Yeah, that's all you're gonna be, like this cautionary tale for all history, man. Meanwhile, the universe is getting populated. All kind of crazy things, all kind of amazing things the Lord's, you know, revealing in this creation, and you ain't even here to see it, man. You're just gone. But you thought you were the guy.
You thought you were gonna be the guy to break it all, right? To crack it all. No,
my iPhone. I invented it. Fuck out here with your weak ass technology, man.
Precept.
Go on.
Job chapter 20 verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him.
That's it, you're cooked. And then it's hard to wrap your mind, because we always got to see these devils, man. You turn on the TV, you see a devil. You know what I'm saying? You go to work, you see a devil. You're on a train, you see a devil.
You're in the middle of Ghana, you'll see
Bro!
Devils is everywhere, man.
When I came off the plane, remember last time I took the picture of a small hat, in the airport, bro.
The devils is everywhere, but there's gonna come a time when it's like the devils, man. We ain't seen the devil in a minute, man just read about them. And it really only the elect kind of have that personal experience because they were there. You know, everyone else is like, we don't know nothing about these either, man. We just heard about them. They sound like some assholes.
And bro, man, really, when you look how beautiful the earth is, for a man so wicked, he shouldn't even get to like taste the beauty of the earth.
But this is the irony, right? Because obviously Esau's trying to get everything for himself. That's why he's gonna get nothing.
That's it.
You know, he's trying to take everybody's inheritance, everybody's resources,
everybody,
and he's trying to destroy them off the earth. So this guy don't deserve to be here.
He's planning to depopulate the whole earth.
Ship everything.
And
ship everything,
destroying the planet at
just
the same
make
time. You
everything
don't deserve
gay,
the planet.
man.
Just make everything gay and just like have everyone in slavery, bro. Like,
That's a crazy.
why is
combination.
Esau like you know when you see pictures of the Maldives or like why is this nigga there? But then obviously you understand the Most High ruling from the kingdom of men, and he's ruling just for now. But really, what this earth is now is so minimal in comparison to what the earth's going to be in the kingdom.
Even on an aspect of real knowledge and wisdom. And application of knowledge and wisdom. Knowledge and wisdom is not truly. People think they got this technology. This technology is bandulu. It's self-destructive.
Yep.
When the kingdom, man, when the Lord really opened us up to like how this earth actually works, the energies, the frequencies, and everything. Bro, the technology that we're gonna have and the way we're gonna be moving. Man was looking at it's the difference between Asgard and Earth in Marvel. It's like, yo, them man were primitive. Like these dudes were on a real primitive level, but they really thought they had it going on.
But it's like something like, you know, all this technology, it's like something like, if you give it an analogy, right? You got this piece of equipment, you plug it in, but it fries the house. It short circuits, you know what I mean? So it
fries you.
It would have been good if I could use it properly, but no, it's fucking up your house.
It's frying your
You know?
testicles, bro.
Yeah, shriveling up and shit. You know, hey, but again, these are all part of the things why my man can't, you know,
Man's
testosterone is
using
down.
it to get a girl, but it's frying your testicles. It's mad.
Frying-
Yeah,
Well,
it's
they-
mad.
Precept. Isaiah 47:10 in the NLT. You felt secure in your wickedness. No one sees me, you said. But your wisdom and knowledge have led you astray.
Yep.
And you said, I am the only one, and there is no other.
It's not
So-
true. It ain't true. We see you. Most High sees you, man. You ain't the only
I
one.
always saw you.
There's one greater. And that's what you're hoping ain't really happening. That the Most High don't exist. You hope that his son doesn't come back. You know, because once that's done, bro, your time's over, man. And this is why you're on, I would say borrowed time, because that's just an expression, but you're giving your allotted time, and it's running out.
You're gonna know true military. You know the Lord ain't doing no research. You know? The Lord ain't researching. Oh, let me build a bro. The weapons of destruction has already been here. The Lord is on us so much of a different
military
level.
tactics.
You know that chariots from long time. Man just got a plane yesterday, man. You just got a plane yesterday. Lord's been had chariot, multi-dimensional, like
From the
vehicles,
beginning. From the
bro.
beginning.
Skipping across the sun. More times, you know what I mean?
Don't run on diesel.
Malfunction.
Yeah, tapped into the universe.
Can't tax the fuel off of him, you know?
Service.
There ain't no resource you can control over them.
Go on.
Have we got more now?
Yeah, it says, verse 11, so disaster will overtake you, and you won't be able to charm it away.
So all this witchcraft ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. You're gonna be doing it all of it. We drinking bad blood.
Maybe trying to resurrect as the Crowley, man.
Asking for advice.
Please. I can just, I can actually see them having a fire, just throwing bad babies in there. It's not gonna work, bro.
So, you know, what we won't be surprised if there are just hella sacrifices going on.
Oh, that's a fact.
You know, as in,
Exactly what's going on.
as in that's why. How did they christen the Iran war, man? Yeah, they killed virgins.
That was crazy.
Triple tap,
Incineration. Man.
triple tap, bro, triple tap. You know.
So anyway, he knows how to tap anything.
Civilized behavior.
That's crazy.
It says calamity will fall upon you, and you won't be able to buy your way out. A catastrophe will strike you suddenly, one for which you are not prepared.
Humble.
Not prepared, can't be prepared.
Bro, the scripture says, though they dig into that hell, then so I had to take them. So your bunkers, you're gonna be there,
Crushed up and whatever.
and then
Boiled
you
up.
can just be there and just see just a bunch of Jake eyes. I mean, with big hands
From the
Yeah.
shadow.
Yeah, just from the yeah.
Yeah, man
You
might
know,
just
take
come
one
in.
up.
Man might come into the kitchen and man just sitting there like.
And then you see just a Jake. Like, just
Hello.
How did you get in?
just
I
speaking
said,
some
eating my
deep
eggs,
Hebrew, bro.
You sound like
I said, yo, pack your bags.
Yeah.
Man, we're about to.
opening man's fridge.
Yeah, man's here. Man's here. Taking his liquor. Like.
Take his liquor.
All this electricity.
Oh, Tron.
Hey, we're gonna mess with him, boy.
Oh, this is moving like
time.
like Dark Sea, blood. It's coming to conquer, blood.
You got time?
Yep. I had one on what we was talking about before with the kingdom to come. This is Isaiah chapter 11 and 6. The wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them. And the cow and the bear shall feed, and the young one shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat the straw like the ox. And it's like, so that just shows you how the kingdom's gonna be a different level in terms of even just nature, you know, because animals haven't even reached their final form yet, or
Right
what
now,
they're gonna be.
Nature's cruel right now.
Yeah, bro.
It's getting worse.
Nature's hella cruel, bro.
I said, come on, man. Have you seen any time where like a lion catches a prey?
Yeah, it's
They just
spooky. You know the
crush
worst.
the head.
The worst ones is the wild dogs.
Yeah.
Wild dogs, man. They
Yeah, and
just tear.
it pulls
Like
the
wolves,
testicles.
wolves and wild dogs,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
They go for that soft white underbelly,
Yeah.
man.
They
They got
you
that
just
jaw
there
lock
just
on, boy.
tearing the
They
testicle
just tear.
out.
Yeah, they eat them
Intest-
alive, bro.
Yeah, dark, bro. It's gory, man.
And them dogs be causing havoc now. The
Yeah,
Lord said the dogs to tear.
Yeah.
I have appointed them. So
yeah.
and now you got these even next week supposed to have the new moon. Supposed to have a solar eclipse as well. You got a lot of these, these things affect how these animals behave.
Yeah.
The Lord said he was going to show us signs in the heavens. He's really disrupting the way everything is moving right now, but it's really a sign of the times.
Yeah.
You got Deuteronomy 30 still? Let me finish that. Yeah,
Man has held that precept for like bare hours.
The dust
Spirit,
comes
spirit
over.
like the wind, like.
That's it. Oh, the wind literally just blew.
Ah, you see?
Yeah.
Spirit's like, now.
We have to speak about them things, man, because this is part of our. The scriptures literally say, "Here is the patience and the faith of the saints."
Yes.
A big part of our faith, is judgment on these Edomites, man, and it's gonna be therapeutic too. That cortisol. That cortisol demon's gonna be, you know what I mean? Listen, justice is therapeutic, man.
Yeah.
You have to get closure. Even they tell you, like, you gotta give the family closure.
Yeah.
We gotta get closure. You gotta get
And the
closure. You
killer
gotta
bunny
get
pushy.
justice, man. And it's gonna feel good, man. When you Edomites in the bacon grill,
Avengers like this week is joy. Let's get
bro, you have to, because right now they say Jake got a chip on his shoulder. You're damn right, we got a chip on his shoulder. And it must be
several
removed.
chips,
just bare. We got a tray of them.
isn't it?
But we're going to trade places, man. You're going to find
I
out.
was watching
man.
that the other day,
Yeah.
man, again.
You're gonna find it. You're gonna find out, man. Because you're gonna be complaining in your pits,
Bro,
But it's gonna be just while you're there.
we still need rum. Brothers love rum. Brothers got a rum addiction. So that means you're gonna be in the Caribbean, on them islands, man, suffering, man. 24 hours a day.
The sun,
Hot heat,
Shoe
bro.
program.
And we switching out the labour.
no sunblock.
Yeah, no sunblock, man. Suffering, bro.
And guess
That's what they
what?
did.
The craziest
Switching out
thing
the
is,
labour, innit?
each time you fall
That's when
for exhaustion and die, you just spawn back. You just come back. You're like, what the fuck? like, you know what I mean? I saw the third heaven and I'm back. Yeah.
You got to fuck with him. Every time he comes back, his arms got to be a bit shorter. One leg shorter than the other.
They're gonna be working in the Edomites are really gonna get, because there's certain jobs that are
high
just,
vis, like.
you could help man out, you give man a few tools, or you can make it hard.
Yeah.
So you you don't have technology, but it's like, no man, let this man do it the hard way.
We've got time to grow and build up.
You need marble.
Yeah, we're not in a rush.
Yeah, because you need, the mines has always been terrible place. A lot of Edomites, you're gonna be in their minds, because brothers need the marble tops
Kind of
and all
man's
that
chance.
stuff.
I need that, man.
You must say you need that, right? Alright, you heard it.
Dig that up. Dig
You're
that
gonna
up.
be in that in
Pick
their
it,
mind.
boy.
There's
Same way they be saying us to pick it. We gonna tell them to pick it.
there's demand for things, man. You know, so
Pick it.
Brothers like them marble tops.
we're not
Yeah.
afraid of manual labor.
We're not blind. We don't want to no more of that MDF tops. With the painted on marble. No.
Bro, that shit was
Laminate marble.
It's sawdust. You know it's glued in sawdust.
Yeah.
and then
Fucking
you
MDF.
forget you put something hot on it, and then it starts bubbling and stuff like that, man.
I'm
Just
serious.
warps.
Eve did it the other day.
Oh,
remember?
Yeah, man. Nah,
I
man.
wanted
We
to
need.
put her in there.
Nah, man. Need the marble.
Precept.
That's why you need that marble.
Hey, Jake ain't gonna be living
Or
budget.
that granite, you know?
Yeah.
That smooth
No way.
granite.
No, we're
That's
kings
shit hard too.
Because even on that, bro, you be seeing how much these Edomites be spending
Yo, it's-
remodeling the
it's-
kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy, bro.
And it takes time.
Yeah, you don't be just there like, oh yeah, these tops. Like you say, they got mined, and
yeah.
it's like you're in England.
Yeah.
It got mined out in America somewhere, was shipped, right? And it took months to ship it and all of that sort of
And
stuff.
sometimes, bro, it's mined and carved, so it's
Yeah.
carved from one stone.
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
if it breaks, you can't get some
you-
builder to come and super
Patch
glue
it
it.
up,
Nah,
yeah. It has to be
it has to
restart,
be
yeah.
carved again.
Jake don't know what that's like, man.
Most of the time, they'll have Jake designing it.
Yeah,
yeah,
They ain't got no flavor.
Yeah,
If they
yeah,
even
yeah,
attempt to do it themselves, we see
Yeah.
it's just bland as hell.
Can't do it.
And that's why we're gonna have the artificers, man.
Yeah.
That's why they moved into all our buildings, man.
Yeah.
Victorian buildings
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
You Edomites, a lot of you Edomites are good for grunt work. So that's what you're gonna be doing.
Wait, not even for that.
Grunting. Grunt work.
But what was it, amongst the bushes they braid?
Yeah, the grunt work, man. The hard labor.
Yeah,
You're just-
especially
They're just
these
disposable
bacons here,
labor.
bro.
So they're disposable
Bacons
labor.
here can't do nothing.
Yeah.
Now the German bacon, you know.
Like this artificer.
What is it?
But the ones here,
The team man, the team man,
yeah.
Yeah,
Precept.
go on.
The bratwurst. What's the name of that sausage you have in Germany, man?
It's Lamentations
That food
chapter
is
4.
horrible, man. Anyway, go ahead.
Sorry.
Lamentations chapter 4 verse 21.
Yep.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and thou shalt make thyself naked. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thine iniquity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
So now it's time for you, Edom. It's gonna be time for you, Edomites, to pay. And if, bro, it's hell, man. Because we don't like you, man. We don't like you now, and it ain't gonna get no better. As the days go by, we hate you even more, man. And the anger of the Lord is gonna be upon us, man. And you Edomites, there's certain things that we got in this kingdom I can't envision you getting, man. Niggas be all up, going out on a Friday night playing. I got a car full of girls and it's going well swell. Niggas think they're in heaven, blood. 2 holes in the car, blood, and some Henny. You ain't getting no 2 holes in a Henny, man. Fuck that, blood. Not in my plantation. You fucking crazy. So you ain't even gonna get
They
that.
ain't even getting paid.
You ain't getting paid. You just gonna be working and suffering, man.
No currency, no fruit.
No hope,
So,
no civil rights. Yeah.
Just fuel like food for sustenance.
Yeah. Innit?
They're gonna be wishing for that 1,000-year period to be up.
Yeah.
Just envious,
Just
man.
nothing but carbs.
Just ugly women, man. That's what you're gonna have,
That's
man.
it. No protein.
And that's all of that as well. It's like the fact that these man like women be ugly, man. You
They
be
gonna
walking
get it.
around. You be walking around.
Some of them fine though.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was about to. These British Edomite women. These British Edomite women.
Yeah, but
be
it's both.
ugly
But
as hell.
both. They've been hiding the ugly
Yeah.
ones, man. That's what Hollywood does. They be
Bro,
ugly
you
too.
see that bacon?
Bro, especially with the more
Yeah.
money they got, the uglier they get. You know what I'm saying? But we gonna get the nice ones. We'll
Oh
take them.
hell yeah!
They
Oh
gonna
yeah!
get
Oh
the
yeah!
ugly ones.
Yeah.
Eastern European.
Yeah, they gonna get.
Them Eastern European Edomite women.
Or they hate Elam. I'll give them to Elam or something.
Oh, yeah.
Give you a reward.
If you give him
Elam will serve you for life.
I'm saying for life. Boss, please, unspeakable kindness. Unspeakable kindness.
Moving like motherfuckers.
Man's the chefs in the
Give me
kitchen.
that.
Bro. Yeah.
That's it.
Go on, man.
Precept. Sirach 25:7. There be 9 things which I have judged in mine heart to be happy, and the 10th will I utter with my tongue. A man to have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
There you go, man. And we're seeing it. We're seeing Esau. Listen, man, when I go on Twitter, man, I watch these Edomites crying about birthrights. I'll just be, bro, how pathetic is this?
Exactly. Just get.
They're not breathing.
Exactly.
Man, you see the latest one where the girl goes to a park. He's like, I can't use the swing.
Oh, you just swing.
Yeah, there was like some Elam in the park. Yeah, you know, just kids. And then she's like, I can't use the swing. I'm
Just
like,
use the swing.
you Edomites are pathetic, man.
Yeah.
You're sure, because guess what? There was a time where she's right. Them man would be banned, or they would have that privilege where they would bully man and get out of here. You can't do
Surely
it.
if there's another Edomite, you just gotta wait your turn anyway, bro.
Yeah, but you know, these, come on, man. These
They're dramatizing it.
You can't apply logic. To
I know
their
they're
mindset.
dramatizing it,
But there was a time when they had like
whites only.
they could bully people, man, and that times and a lot of them are upset about that. That they can't just go and
The
tell
good
man
old days.
deport them. Yeah, but you can't though.
Power's gone.
You can't tell man nothing, and they're hurt. Like in America, in Britain, France, they feel powerless that they can't do nothing. Because if you talk too hard, a man might just slap off your head top, man.
Oh, they feel
Clean.
powerless now.
That's what I'm saying. And that's part of their fall. That's showing you that they're falling because they're powerless. The only thing they can imagine, the only thing you could do is go on Twitter.
And they're about to take that away even now.
You can't even complain.
Patriots rise, nigga. You ain't doing shit.
Bro, shut up.
Patriots don't rise on Twitter, my man.
You better sign to the Navy.
Doing all this. One guy was in the gym. Yeah, see, bro. Imagine a man just in the gym working out. He's like, yeah, our British money. You know, all these immigrants, they come in there every day and they go in the gym and we're paying for it. I'm like, bro, you fucking. But even if that's the case, what the hell are you ain't what going on Twitter is gonna stop them from doing that?
Yeah. But then the
You ain't gonna
I'll
manager
pay my subscription.
of the same gym probably a packet anyway.
And taxes.
No, I do know that. You see, when a man come and they do the asylum seekers thing, they will provide them with like, they want to go gym.
Yeah.
They'll pay for a membership for them to go gym.
What?
But it's like,
At least making himself like of use.
but then
working out.
But then what is you putting that on Twitter gonna do about it? That just shows you're like emasculated. You're like a female. You're just, he was there like. I'm like, bro, you sound you realize how pathetic it is that you gotta get your camera out.
Who was doing this to them?
Like that dude, what are you doing here?
Yeah, it's a
What are you
nurse.
doing in this country?
He's a
Bro,
doctor.
that is so. The old school Edomites would have just lynched, man, and it's done. You do it with your camera out. What are you doing in my country? Man's
I
like,
hate
yeah,
this.
I'm a nurse. Bro.
Moist.
Yeah, but why are you here? Why are you not in India? Man, get the fuck out of my face,
Hit it like.
bitch ass nigga, man. Get the camera. You're like a gal.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm a patriot. Oh, they're taking over white genocide. Then post it on Twitter after. I'm so angry.
They're rage emojis. Like.
Yeah, man, rage emojis, bro. You're through. Anytime listen, Jake does that because we're through. You know, Jake got the placards. When you got real power, you don't do all these things, man. You just fuck people up. You know what I mean? Like
You just
you just get shit done. Like,
We're gonna show you how it's done.
you know what I'm saying?
Don't worry.
When you got power, when Esau was in his power properly,
Exactly, yeah.
man would just do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you gotta and then hope that the police don't turn up at your door later on and arrest you for some kind of hate
Inciting
speech.
hate-
bro.
but that's what I'm saying. He's getting ready to take away even Twitter that you have, right? When Elon's talking about authenticate everyone, the whole social media, no 16-year-olds under 16s can use social media. That's so that everyone has to verify
Yeah, and then
to
they-
use
and then
social
we'll see.
media.
No, but you know what it is? They think Farage is going to change that.
Man will grow up. They see a white woman with a black man. They're like, they just put the camera on them. See? What? We need to shame the mud shark. The gal was like, what are you doing?
You're only embarrassing yourself.
That's like, why do you want to throw away 50,000 years of evolution? And she's like,
Crazy.
she's like, yo, what's up with this?
Yeah.
What's up with this? No wonder you ain't getting no punani.
There
What are
you
you
go,
doing,
man.
bro?
There you go,
What the
man.
hell do you mean 50,000 years of She's like, yo, I'm with my man.
Exactly.
Yeah, but how do you feel? How do you feel? You're destroying your race.
Winded.
Yo, you know,
She's getting plowed.
now back in the day now, in the UK, man would just roll up and,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
they would actually do something.
Right.
Now we gotta shame them. She ain't shamed, bro.
Yeah. If anything, you proved her point.
Yeah, like, oh,
She's like, yeah, that's why I don't
why
do
I
it.
ain't with you. And then she's getting
1,000
clout.
years of evolution.
Wow.
Nigga like 4'2", yeah, like you know what I mean, and can't do a fucking.
But I say he's talking like he's some superior apex with Edomite blood. It's the evolution, but where are you at, blood? This Jake was obviously a fucking god compared to you.
Exactly. Bro, it's
You know
so
what I'm
shit.
saying? Like, you're talking
if you
madness.
go on Twitter, like you could either get triggered or you could just see it for what it is.
These men are actually rejects of Edomites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the rejects of Edomites. Because you're people in rulership, but you ain't.
they sold
You're here
you out.
complaining.
Yeah.
You're here complaining about other nations.
That's what I
being-
said. The same ones talking about IQ. They don't have a 2 GCSEs
That's
to
it.
put together. Like you're like you are your exhibition. Twitter is an exhibition of white failure.
You're the ones the Spartans
It's
would have
very
kicked off the
feminine
mountain.
to just be on
Projection.
social
You
media.
know what I'm
like
saying? The
Projection,
weak
yeah.
babies, the Spartans would have kicked off the mountain, but that's you lot. The ones that would have never made it.
that. Like if you really think the immigrants are invaders, well, go fight them then. Why are you
Innit?
on the Twitter, blood,
Innit?
talking about it?
Go fight the fighting age men.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then when they come up to them on the camera, the guys are like, what? They don't like, what is the guy saying? Are you here to take over? Yo, my nigga, like,
Oh,
trying to eat,
man.
man. It was like, yeah, get out of here. We don't want you around here, man. It's like, yo, let's just move over there. These guys are weird. These guys are weirdos, man.
Creep.
Bro, they're weirdos, man.
Strange children.
Strange. Yeah. But notice they don't go Brixton and do all that stuff.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? They don't actually go to some real like
and
immigrants.
It's a lot, because you know what it is. Because you reminded me. Because I went to school with someone that used to be a child soldier. Yo, with certain of them mans that were real fighting age men, you didn't really want to go up to them and do
Bro,
all
they
of
got
that shit.
PTSD.
They got PTSD.
But that's
bro.
why that dude probably chopped up that Edomite member in the island, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you man are shook, man. Get out of here, bro. You Edomites are finished, man. They're like your Twitter is like a what's that? A memorandum to your failure, bro. Ooh, mud shark. So you're just showing the whole world that you're just weak, bro. Man, a birth rate. Bro, that is the saddest thing ever, bro. Go have a child and get off Twitter, bro.
That's it, man.
Yeah, and all that time you could be trying to get out. Go watch some old Kevin Samuel clips.
It's the Jews. Remember, it's the Jews. The Jews have poisoned their minds against us. I was like, yo, you weak ass nigga, man.
Can we read some root?
There you go, man. You Edomites, man. You soft dudes, man. It's the Jews.
This is Baruch chapter 4, from verse 18. It says, He that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies. Because you have to remember that the Most High, the only reason why we're here under you there was because the Most High's put us in.
Yeah.
It's not because you're superior.
Clearly not.
You know, it ain't got nothing to do with that.
Clearly not, man. That's why you gotta when you're superior, right? You don't have to like say it as much as you man do.
Or provide handicaps to.
Yeah,
you
just
know,
a million memes about Jake and IQs and look at the IQ map.
Should be just evidence,
It's
right?
like, brother, like, why don't you go build something? Like, you know, instead of just on Twitter.
These men can't even build
Well, I can't build because of the migrants.
They're taking all the jobs.
Because I ain't smart enough.
You
innit?
take 10 of these Baker mats, you drop them in the jungle, they just die. Like, that would be a good program, actually. Take 10 high IQ, these Baker mats on Twitter, just randomly, and just drop them in a random wilderness, with a few tools, and just say, yo, civilization now.
See this world.
Just watch them
Yeah,
die.
but
one
they might
by
be
one.
like, yeah, but it's not a habitat though. It's
Like, really?
you know,
To be
Well,
honest,
drop them in the wind, drop them in the fucking forest in fucking Germany, middle of the forest of Germany somewhere, bro.
bro, if you do that, they'll spend the day talking about football. That's it. That's the religion.
Die, bro. Them man would just die, bro. Fuck off.
Saka.
verse 19. Go your way, O my children, go your way, for I am left desolate. Down to Israel, speaking, parabolically, right? I put off the clothing of peace and put on me the sackcloth of my prayer. I will cry unto the everlasting in my days. Be of good cheer, O my children, cry unto the Lord, and he will deliver you from the power and hand of the enemies. For my hope is in the everlasting, that he will save you, and joy has come unto me from the Holy One, because of the mercy which shall soon come unto you from the everlasting our Saviour. For I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but God will give you to me again with joy and gladness. Like as now the neighbours of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they shortly see your salvation from my power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness of the everlasting.
And you're gonna be burning, because there's nothing an Edomite hates more than watching Jake enjoy themselves.
When you're up.
And we're gonna be enjoying ourselves, man. And they hate it, bro. They actually hate to see Jake like having fun or just chilling. And you're gonna see a lot of it. Because we're gonna be having fun. We're gonna be laughing.
Our enemies, man.
You know, we're gonna be having a good time at your expense.
Yep, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be burning. They're gonna be envious. They're gonna be jealous.
Do nothing about it.
You can't do nothing about it, man. You ain't gonna have nothing, man.
I'm just gonna laugh at them.
Because that's how we feel now. We can't do nothing about a situation. So yeah, we're hurt, we're pained. You know what I mean? For all the things that have been done onto us. Yeah, of course. But the Most High's got to even up the playing field for us, man.
That's
He's
it.
got to even the scores.
You just looking old, man. You didn't even, even in your own kingdom, you just dried up, man.
Finished. Finished.
Just dried up, man. All the Edomites I went to school with look terrible, man. Every time I see them, I feel old. Ugh. Oh, this nigga look like 88. Like, what's happening? Bro, real talk. All of them.
Yeah, it's really
All the Edomites I went to school with, like,
packets of them beers, man.
they just look old, bro. They look like 30 years older than me.
Strict right.
And I'm sure it's the same for you brothers, man. You run into my man, it's like, raw, like, you guys, man,
You're not built for longevity, bro.
you're not built to be here, you know what I mean? That's another, and they hate that too. They hate that. They're envious of that. Because everyone wants to look younger.
Like ain't
This is
cracking.
old, man. Old and burnt.
Verse 25, my children suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High, for thine enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck. So is this not what the saints are waiting for? This is the patience and the faith of the saints, right? To see our enemies be crushed
Yep.
and be taken out of the way.
Hear the lamentation of the women.
Verse 26, my delicate ones have gone rough ways, and were taken away as a caught of the enemies. Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, for ye shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you. For as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so be in return seek him 10 times more. For he that hath brought these plagues upon you shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are all they, or are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons.
Yeah.
But as she,
And
And that's everywhere.
yeah,
that's
everywhere.
exactly.
Jake has become like a nuisance.
Yeah, everywhere Jake is, it's like a curse onto these places. And that's why the judgment is going to be global, man.
That's it.
Beginning with America, man.
So does it sound like the Most High is going to bless these other nations? No, it don't.
Yeah.
They're going to fall.
And the same thing kind of happened like in Egypt. Remember, like in Egypt, there was like, man, the population of these niggas is too much. Let's try and take him out, or else
They're gonna join the other people.
they're gonna basically just take
against
over.
them.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, they're saying the same. Yeah, they're saying the same thing.
They're
Oh,
saying
look
the
at
same
look at the cities. Which and the worst thing about it is, yeah, if you what's actually happened is Edomites live in the outskirts of London. They got the money to live in the outskirts, and they come in. So if you go into London during the day, it's just full of Edomites.
South, from south.
But they don't live in London. So they live like, they jump on the Elizabeth and they live in the outskirts. Jake live in the inner city. So it's not that the statistics are not actually true. If you include the people who commute into London.
Yeah. So the terminus. So your King's Cross, your Eustons,
Cannon
Paddingtons,
Street.
all of those major ones. You go. That's why you see people running all the time, because they're trying to catch their
Yeah.
train back home.
Yeah, bare Edomites. So it's like it gives you this misconception. If you go by the census of who lives in London, yeah, there's bare Jake and bare heathens in London living. But that's because a lot of the Edomites live in the outskirts outside of London, and they come in and they work in London.
And Jake live on council properties and stuff,
Live on
right?
it, yeah.
Which is the poorer areas.
Yeah.
You know, the poorer, because Jake, you know what I'm saying, Jake are through.
But they don't talk about that. So that's why you go down Farringdon and that during the day. It's just bare Edomites, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
Because that's why, for instance, like Surrey, that's called the Bankers Belt. And then that's why when you look at certain of England's infrastructure, like for instance, I believe it was the bankers that paid for the Waterloo and City line, because they would live on the train line from outside of London that went into Waterloo. But then you have what you call Canary Wharf and all of them, Bank and all of that. No, it's Bank. That's on the other side. It was like, well, we want to build a train line so that we can just hop
on there, yeah.
like that quickly, you know?
Three stops, I guess.
The
Just one stop in it.
one stop, yeah, it's shuttles, basically a shuttle.
Yeah.
You know,
That's right.
that's always been the case.
Precept.
But London's
Oh,
cooked.
it's like, yeah.
Yeah, just got a little bit more. Verse 33 says, "For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude." Right? Because you know it's fucking proud as hell.
Yeah.
Right? And her pride shall be turned into mourning.
Yeah, we you know, you come from shithole countries and all that shit.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like you come here to make hair into the third world. I mean, technically you're right. Because the Lord is gonna judge this place, man.
That's it.
He's gonna bring it all the way down, like because you've built up where you live because of what you've stolen from everywhere else. So you have the capital and to invest in public projects. The reason why all these random everyday Edomites, they benefit from public projects, public infrastructure. That's why, like we brought out last week, you go to Manchester, all these different places, these big Edomites that own the plantations, they would go back to Manchester and build infrastructure that the people use, build roads, build, you know, houses and centers, right? So that's why shithole countries tend to not have much. Like the reason a shit, like, you know, I went to Romania, man. It's a shithole country. Listen, no disrespect to man from Romania, but man from Romania, no. Bro,
That's
man,
when they came here.
when I got the train from the airport, would look half done.
Yeah.
Came in, the airport was just all mashed up here. Like it ain't Heathrow. Let's put it that way. It ain't City Airport for a reason. And then when I got the train from the airport to the town, it's a hand-me-down train. The trains I was seeing in Romania, these things look like something from a postcard from 1922. Because that's how it is. They get the hand-me-down. Most countries that's poor, they get the hand-me-down trains from the rich countries, and then the rich countries get the brand new thing.
Because how much is one of them carriages? Like what on these modern trains be like $1 million?
Yeah, it's crazy.
For one carriage, not one train, one carriage.
Yeah, they're expensive. So you got that. And then when I pulled into when I was driving through, I'm just seeing bare like poverty, bro. I'm like, okay, this is the outskirts. And it never stopped. And then when I come through to the actual like main train. Normally, you come to the like it's like coming into King's Cross or Euston. It's all built up and nice. You get me, bro? When I pulled into that fucking train station, bro, it was shocking. It was just, and that's when I realized this is what they mean by a shithole. Like this is bad. Like, and then there's bits, you know, in the city that are better, like more nice, right? But then you gotta remember, that's because if you come to London, you had a whole bunch of people that were bringing in money from their enterprises, and then they can take that money and spend it on the area. So they could spend it on the infrastructure, the general infrastructure, so they can raise millions and build a brand new rail system. So it's the money that these men have stolen from everywhere else, which was used to build public works, which makes it like where, generally speaking, they got really good infrastructure.
And a lot of that was to make the transports of their goods quicker and easier. Like for instance, when you're looking at certain of these train stations, like for instance, why you got Waterloo and Waterloo East next to each other was just because you had two competing companies, and it was to do with it's all to do with trade. That's the thing people forget. A lot of this infrastructure was built to move goods from one part of the country to the other.
And then it's to move people. So they got built up their industries.
Afterwards.
So a lot of this stuff, like when you talk about these third world countries, if they had the money that you had, they would build all of that stuff. But they don't. So of course it's going to be a shithole.
And the 0% checkbook. That's another thing. When you're talking about Moody's and their credit ratings, right, where they've got AAA credit ratings, means the UK can borrow billions upon billions at basically no interest rates. That's very different to a country that can't borrow any money to build anything.
But then what's happening now was the minute these men stop investing in certain areas, what happens?
Degradation.
That area turns into a shithole. So now you actually got a lot of shithole areas in the UK. Like different seaside places. When they when the rich man stop putting the money in, then all the Baconites end up third world like everyone else. Because they're not getting the cash injection from their own rich. That's what happens. There's places in the UK that look shithole simply because man ain't come and put the money in.
And then they start charging you to park outside your own house and shit like that.
So
they try and get money from somewhere.
You Edomites, man, you act all proud, but there's nothing real special about you except the amount of money that you stole, and were able to use those ill-gotten gains to build yourself up where you're from. to say he may set his nest on high.
That's right.
You're not special in that way. Anyone can do it. China's done it. The man get the bread, and then the man are building fucking cities of the future.
Yep.
So what's that? They're showing you that you're not special.
Yeah. That their citizens can actually afford to live in.
Yeah.
I got a precept. This is Sirach chapter 10 and verse 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
There you go.
Got a precept. Ezekiel 28 from verse 3. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There's no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thine understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures. By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
So the reason why London is not the same as Bucharest is simply because you got a lot of devils here that stole a lot of money. So then now they can build skyscrapers to work in. So you go through London, there's just always a skyscraper getting put up in a brand new building, and it's all built up. Yeah, of course, because they got the bread to do that.
Which is like, so nowadays it's coming out that it's really a lot of them fucking Arab countries that be the ones bankrolling
Investing
a lot
in
of
it.
the what was it, the what's this thing called, the Saudi investment fund or something like that.
Yep.
And they're the ones that are actually doing a lot of the cash injection, right? And I think it then is like a lease back or whatever, something like that.
Washing money.
Yeah, washing money. Yeah.
Well, if anyone that has that bread could do the same. So again, you're not special, but you act like you're special. Like, you know what I'm saying? And just as easy as it all came, it's just as easy as it all can be destroyed, and you end up with nothing.
What's that? James 5.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Swallowed it
Got that as
down.
well,
Yep.
Finish yourself.
Now he
yeah. Oh, so, yeah.
Back in Root 4, verse 35, it says, for fire shall come upon her from the everlasting, long to endure. It's America, right? Be destroyed by fire. And she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. O Jerusalem, look about thee toward the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High. Lo, thy sons come, who now sentest away. Who was sent away? The Israelites, right? And they come gathered together from the east to the west by the word of the Holy One, rejoicing in the glory of the Most High Yahweh.
You want James 5?
It's the book of Habakkuk 2 and 16.
Oh damn.
Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of Yahweh right hand shall be turned unto thee, and the shameful spewing shall be on thy glory.
Yeah, everything you build is tainted by wickedness, man. You're not special. You're special in wickedness, man. You're not exceptionally smart or anything. You had a good run and that's it. Now your run's over.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else? Brothers want anything else?
You want James 5?
Yeah, the brother called for James 5. And we'll close up with that.
This is James 5 from the top. Talks about the misuse of riches or warning to the rich. And it says, go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your miseries that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. You have heaped treasure together for the last days. Yes, because all the wealth that Esau has accumulated is through wickedness, man. Yeah, bloodshed, murder, rape, deceit. Yeah, everything is through evil, man.
Again, the scriptures say, woe to him that increases that which is not his.
Exactly.
So it has to be returned.
It has to be returned.
That's why these people are fleeing where they are and trying to get to the west, because this is where the wealth has been concentrated, but it's been concentrated through wickedness. And then these men complain like, but bro, these people are coming from places, that the poverty is real.
Which one was theirs?
People living on like £10 a year or something. You know what I mean? Like, there's places where the poverty is serious, man. Man, talk about India, bro. For some people, getting a little tech job and coming to the UK, they come to the kingdom of heaven. So where they come from is the slums, bro.
I remember I was one time I was on a train and I was chatting to this geezer. He was from India and he was he worked for BT or whatever, what have you. And he was like, I earn I think he said like 25k equivalent, but he was saying back in India though, I get to live like a king, you know?
Yep.
And there's one woman, one of my clients, she's from Belarus. She said the NHS is like heaven to her. Because when you phone up the doctors, you have to be on there for 2-3 days. And then when you finally get through to the doctor, so you came through to the wrong department. So you got to wait another couple of days just to get an appointment. just check out your knee or your arm or something. It's mad.
Yeah, yeah, bro. You get access to the things, but the reason it's here is because of all the wickedness that they've done, man. That's why they're able to have everything they have, and they've pilfered the rest of the world, man.
Yeah. And then now that they ain't being able to get a taste of their benefits here, they're going off and pilfering these other nations now. They're doing the same economic migrant thing that they are accusing, because it's like they're bringing their pounds or whatever, but they're moving to Bali. And then now people in Bali are like, fuck you guys.
Bringing their
drugs,
drugs and all that
You
stuff.
know, it's like at the beginning of any empire, the money comes in because you're just conquering lands, taking everything, but it dries up eventually. Esau's gathering of wealth from the nations is slowing down, so he can't keep up what he's been doing anyway. You know.
Yeah.
Fuck 'em.
Quick one. Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 3, a man shall not be established by wickedness, but the root of the righteous shall not be removed.
There you go. There you go, man.
Where that one?
So it's all coming to an end, man. We're definitely in that time where the Israelites are going to be saved, and you Edomites going to need saving. That's how it's going to be, man. You know, and all this what you've enjoyed, it's going to come to an abrupt end, and the tables are going to be turned. You know? So that's it. We say Kal Halal Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All see brothers on the highways and the byways. Shalom.